and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Quest for the Heart. We are here, we are happy, we are ready to play. I did a lot of reading today and setting up of maps in Roll20. So let's go around, let's say who we are and who we're playing. Let's start with deception check. How are you?
I was ready this time. There's the first time for everything. Hi, I'm Deception Check. I am playing Valendan the Faceless. He's the emo rogue who isn't emo and isn't completely a rogue. He's a ranger too. But yeah, he's a Shadow Kai that is really good at shooting stuff with his bow.
That's wonderful. Someone who's not a Shadow Kai and doesn't shoot stuff with his bow is Shiny Pilot. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm definitely not that. My guy, his name is Phi Tar. He is a elf fighter. And he's haughty. He's a little anime-esque, and I'm excited to play him tonight for our short shots that we're doing. So, yay!
Wonderful. Someone who's excited about tonight would be D20 Coup de Grace. How are you?
You know it. Yes, I'm D20 Coup de Grace, and tonight I will be playing Thornbark Dung. He is a Durgar barbarian, and he has his a likeness for ham and ham-related activities.
Wonderful. Someone who might be getting tired of ham-related activities would be Nuggetosaurus.
Absolutely. I personally don't like ham, so
Same.
Yeah, so it's not my favorite, but I am Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Arcanist Bryce Delmora, the human blade-singing wizard, who is, you know, she wants to start blowing stuff up. So hopefully we'll have some opportunities.
That's I guarantee it. So yeah, a little recap of what happened last week. They all reached the tower that was, you know, foreseen in a vision. It was very scary to most of the party. Val wasn't scared at all. Everyone else was afraid, especially Phytar. But they eventually overcame their fears and went inside, solved a couple of puzzles involving gemstones and elements, and feeding a nightmare so that it could become a unicorn once more. And now they have entered the 4th level of the tower, the 4th floor. And I think we'll just pick up from right there. There wasn't a ton to recap, so... I will read what the flavor text that I started with last week. As you open the heavy black door, you are, quite contrastingly, greeted with a sudden gust of very cold wind. In fact, the arctic howl of the wind is so strong that it takes effort to keep the door from being flung open by the icy gale. The room is decidedly larger than any of the other previous rooms, appearing to be about 80 square feet in size. The walls, ceiling, and floor are all made of giant stone blocks, all of which are coated in a thick layer of frost and ice. And so you all went through, and when you enter the ice-covered chamber, you realize that you are standing on a cliffside about 30 feet off the ground. Large ice-covered stalactites dangle from the high ceiling above, and you realize when you attempt to move further, the ground is going to be slippery and difficult to walk on. Across the large room is another cliff that appears to be just as high off the ground as yours does. Some sort of large apparatus sits upon that cliff, but there does not appear to be a way to get up to it. A large stone staircase leads from your cliff down to the floor below, where 2 giant white blocks of ice can be seen in the middle of the room, surrounded by 4 ice-coated stone pillars helping to support the cliff-like ceiling high above. To the southeast and southwest are 2 more icy elevated cliffs that reach as high up as the other cliffs, both of which appear to be topped with short stone plinths affixed with a joystick and a button. The one in the bottom right has the joystick, and the one in the bottom left has a button. What do you all do? It's really cold.
Does anyone else have an ominous feeling? Chattering teeth.
I'm Thornbark Dung, who walks to the bottom of the stairway.
Move the stairway. All right. Your movement it is difficult terrain, so unless you have something that ignores difficult terrain, you'll be at half movement in this room. And you notice as you get down to the bottom of the stairs, Thorn, that each of these pillars has a lever on it.
I still try to push the stairway.
You can give me an athletics check.
All right.
All right. With a net 20, 30.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
Nice.
You push against the stairway and part of it crumbles and collapses.
Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, oh, come, dude. Thorn, that was a nice save. Flicks his
That's like
anime
look
hair.
at him broadly and just drop him.
Thank you. Pi stands up, brushes himself off, and hands the hand back to him. Thank you for holding me, saving me. All the above.
I inspect the ham.
It's a little colder, but it's still fine.
As long as it doesn't have any new bite marks.
No new bite marks.
I nod at Pi acceptingly.
I promise I did not bite your ham.
While all that was happening,
Yes.
Bryce just walked down the not broken side of the stairwell.
You're able to do so. It is very slippery. Everything that's basically blue is covered in ice and is difficult terrain.
Okay.
So you'll be at half movement. But yeah, you see these pillars with the levers. You see the cliffs with the joystick, the cliff with the button, and the cliff with the odd contraption across the way. You also see 2 large blocks of ice in the...
I see how it is, Bryce. Starts walking forward.
I walked down the stairs.
Yeah, that's how it
That's
is.
exactly how it is.
It's okay. It's okay. I see how it is. He's messing with you.
I know.
Fi... Oh, go ahead.
No, go. You're good.
Okay, Fi walks up to the block messing with
Mhm.
Bryce, and he is going to tap the ice block with his...
You're gonna tap the ice block?
Yeah, he's like, what the matter is this? Tap, tap, tap.
Okay. Let me know if
But-
this hits you.
Valendan is staying on the stairs. He has his bow out, and one of the magical arrows knocked.
Does
To-
a 21 hit you, Vitar?
Yes, but to explain, he's tapping it with his sword. He's not just bare hand touching it.
That's fine. As you tap it with your sword, you wake up the gelatinous cube, and it pseudopod attacks you. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Get decked in the face.
Pull up the thingy image.
The thingamajigger.
There we go.
It's a gelatinous cube? No way!
Ah!
Yeah. I actually have something for this.
I rolled
Boom.
a 23 for Valendan the Faceless.
I also have a 23 with a natural 20.
Holy mackerel.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
High
That's
five.
insane.
There goes Bryce and Val acting again. Would you like to go
Okay.
first or should I?
Please, by all means.
Fair enough.
I want to go first.
Sorry, roll better. Stop eating so much ham. You could go faster if you weren't so damn full of ham.
Ham gives me strength.
But not
Stairs in
speed.
hand.
Ham makes you slow,
Okay.
but you smell good. I mean, you smell like ham, and I like ham, so.
Oop. All right. So, it looks like Thorn, you get to go first.
Thorn does?
21. That's what I have on my initiative.
23.
Oh,
I
did
also
it?
got a 23.
So okay. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled in
There's
D&D Beyond.
okay. So you can
Beyond.
update it on the roll 20 if you just click your token to roll and then
Oh,
That makes sense.
or if you click your name, it'll update. Like you can change your own initiative, but you can't change anyone else's.
okay. But I
Um,
don't
So
have an
how-
initiative on there, so
Teach
you
me
just
how
want
to
me
do
to
that?
roll with that. Okay.
It's not
sorry.
letting me change it.
That's there you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I
Sorry.
see. You can actually click on the number on the turn order. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember to click your token before rolling the initiative.
Yeah. I am, and it's still not doing anything.
That is weird then. Okay, so you both had
Oh, it's giving me a nat 1, and it like flinches every time I. There we go.
that was
Finally.
weird. Okay.
I see you got all your nat ones out of the way.
Yeah, I had to roll it 3 times.
There we go. Everybody is on initiative now. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it, love it. Okay, so Val, you are first.
Okay. Well, which one of these cube things is attacking my buddy?
Oh, this one, but I have to roll its damage first. So glad I
Oh,
remembered
go
that.
ahead. I'll be thinking about how I'm going to kill it.
Yes, yes, please do it. Oh, that's easy. Okay. Do 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 do. 9 acid damage. Oh, that rolled low. Bye. That's what you take as a
9.
pseudopad
Ah.
pod. Smacks ya.
Screams in pain at the acid. It burns.
Okay. Val. That's it. It was just, you know, the cubes wake up and they attack whoever poked it. So it's your turn now.
Okay.
Stupid.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and shoot. I'm going to bonus action, steady
Mhm.
aim.
All right.
So I'm
beautiful.
now aiming steady. That gives me advantage on this shot here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the first one. That is 19 for 31
That definitely hits for 31.
and an 18 for 30. So okay, I hit it. It's a third. No, that's not the damage. That's the total was
Oh, okay.
a 31 or a 30. So okay, base damage is 10. Oh, I didn't say sharpshooters. That's fine. I'll do that on the next one. So that's 10 plus a d6 for force damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's 2, and then a d8 for there we go. D8 for my dread ambusher for another 6.
Alrighty.
So that's 18 damage on the first shot.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Second shot, also at advantage. 20.
20 will hit.
Okay. I should have said sharpshooter on that one as well. Didn't do it.
It's
That's
okay.
fine.
You can add it. It's fine.
Okay. Well,
if you're
then,
doing the math
no.
for them to hit.
well, yeah, no, it didn't. I didn't say it, so I'm not going to do it because it probably wouldn't hit anyway. So it's
You
fine.
might be surprised. It's a
Okay,
gelatinous.
a 15.
15 will hit a gelatinous cube. Yes.
Okay, so that's 21 plus a d6. 21 plus 5 force.
Okay.
And then for my third attack, which I only get on my first round for Dread Ambusher, I
Mhm.
will say Sharpshooter.
Okay.
17 for, let's see. Okay. 29?
Yeah.
All right. I'll add sneak attack on this one.
Okie dokie.
I was
Hoping for a
fishing
crit.
for a crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 19 damage. Piercing.
All right.
2 damage force. And my sneak attack is, I believe, 5d6. 5d6, okay. And 18 sneak attack damage.
Beautiful.
That's my turn.
This gelatinous cube doesn't look very happy. Rice, what would you like to do?
I will toll the dead, the one that has been hit.
Wise.
Indeed. And it is a wisdom save. Very wise.
They are not
DC,
wise.
18 DC.
13.
That will fail. So 3d12 because it has been injured. And I rolled
Yes.
absolute ass. I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3 for a total of 6.
Wow.
It will take that 6 damage. It like jiggles with the reverberations from the
Yeah.
bell. Is there anything else
Yeah.
you'd like to do? You have movement, free action, bonus action.
I think I'm gonna go half speed so I can move. I'm gonna go here. 10, 20, 30. There.
Okay. I love it.
That's
I'm
it.
here for it. Alright. Vi, this gelatinous cube punched you. What would you like to do?
Can't lose my wits just yet. To move away from a creature would be disengaging, right?
You could use your action to disengage, or you could provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, so help me understand here, just because I'm understanding the mechanics for this. It's been a
Yes.
while. Does using the action to disengage
Means you can't attack.
can't attack at all?
Because that you use your action to attack typically, or cast a spell. But
Okay, that's what I thought.
unless you're a rogue, you can't bonus action.
Or I can move away and take the hit.
If you want to move away, you can action disengage, which means no attacks, or you could just
Move, but it'll get a free attack at me.
mm-hmm.
Okay, Fi is going to try and run back. He's going to go towards this column here.
half speed
So let's see, hang on, half speed.
because of the
Let me
ice.
measure that. Yeah, let me measure 15.
Yep.
That's my max. Okay, so that means he gets the attempted hit at me.
Yep,
Do you want to roll that real quick? Because then I
I
have
am.
a couple things I'm going to do.
Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Ooh,
Ah,
that's so exciting. I wasn't. Oh, 14. That's much better. I wasn't expecting to actually
Ouch.
get hits on you with these guys. I'm happy here.
You wily rapscallion! And he is going to bonus action now manifest his echo. And
Okay.
he is going to make the echo appear. It says 30 feet.
All right.
So from here, or up to 30 feet, I'm going to make it appear. I'm going to do right there. Yeah, hey!
I'm gonna tint it to be. What color do you want your echo?
It says in the description it's a shimmering, translucent gray image. Are you able to do it
Right.
gray? Or something like that? Yeah.
Gray isn't as impressive. Let's see if we can do like a.
Something more visually popping.
There we go. That's still not a
Yeah.
lot. Pick a color. Give me a color.
Yellow.
Yellow. Yellow will show up more. There we go.
Woohoo! Okay. My yellow lemony boy, he is going to. I'm then going to invoke my abilities, and normally I have 3 attacks that I can make the image do.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to, whenever you take the attack action, you can make one additional melee attack from the Echo's position by using the Unleash Incarnation ability. So
Okay.
I'm using that one time. So he's going to do 4 attacks on it,
Beautiful.
using the two-handed greatsword.
Go. Have a go at it.
Okay, first attack is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Second attack, 17 to hit.
Yes.
Third attack, 20.
Yes.
And a 26.
Yes. Those
So
will
they all
all
hit.
hit. Yes.
Okay. First damage, or I'm going to roll all the damage and then tally it up for you.
Mm.
11, 11, 12. So it's 22, 34. And then 34 plus another 11. 45.
How does your shadow kill this gelatinous cube?
By hacking it to pieces, you see it go into a blur of motion with his two-handed sword, and shunk, there goes a chunk, shunk, there goes a chunk. It's like taking a knife and cutting through a cube of jello, and the pieces flop, 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 flop.
Beautiful. Just.
Yep.
And as you chop up this jello, you hear a tink, tink, tink as a small metal trinket hits the floor.
That'll teach you from hitting me, the echo says.
Wonderful. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's it.
All right. Thornbark Dung, what would you like to do?
I quickly build a fire,
Okay.
and then I raid.
With what?
Well, my tinder box and my 250 pounds of firewood.
Okay. All right. Give me, you're level 15. You could start a fire. It's not a big fire, but it is a fire. It has started.
Start a small fire.
That is true. You start a fire.
I'm done.
Okay.
And I'm on. Yes.
All right. Let me see if I can get a little fire for you. Just so we can have a visual representation of your fire on the map. Oh, here we go. That'll be fun. There it is. Little fire. How's that?
Love it. Yes, nice.
Wonderful. Sweet. Okay. Well, Atlas is, still alive. Jelly's dead. So, Atlas gets to go! How far can Atlas move? Not terribly far. But it's gonna move. 5, 10, 15. It's gonna attack your shadow, because it's not incredibly bright. So, you have to let me know if any of these would hit you. Does
Going
13 hit you?
Going to my echo, though, yeah.
Yes, it's going to your Echo, but I believe it shares the same armor class as you.
Echo has a AC 14 plus proficiency, so he has a 19 armor right now, so no.
A 20 will hit him, though.
Yes. He has 1 hit point.
Well, he takes 9 acid damage.
Okay, well, the shadow dies, and when he dies, I invoke the ability of... One sec.
The ability of 1 sec is my favorite ability.
Reclaim potential. I can absorb the fleeting magic of my echo when it's destroyed by taking damage. And I can gain a number of hit points equal to 2d6 plus 3.
Oh, there
So
you go.
I'm getting some health in real quick from his death. So I'll roll those while you do your thing.
Okay. That was its go. I believe it doesn't get to do anything else. Yep. Yep, that's it. That's what the gelatinous cube does. It moves and it punches twice. Val, you're up. Atlas is just killed Vi's shadow.
Why, how dare you? You touched a shadowy version of my friend. Well, bonus action. Steady aim.
All
I
right.
draw forth my magical arrow, and I let loose with a sharpshooter attack that I remember to say the first time this time. I'm learning. I play this game. So the first one, okay, that's a 26
Yes.
or an 11? I'll take the 26.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And we're going to go ahead and put the sneak attack on this one. I'm not fishing this round.
Okay.
All right, so that's 15 piercing damage. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 20 piercing damage.
20.
20 piercing damage. We've got 5 force.
All right.
And oh, that's not as good. 16 sneak attack on the first attack.
All right.
And then I'm making another one. That's an 18 or an 18. So an 18.
All right, that'll hit.
All right. 18 damage, Pearson. And 1 force.
All right, 18 piercing, 1 force.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
That's my turn.
All right. Arcanist Bryce Delmora, what would you like to do?
This cube has been hit, correct?
That is correct.
Just did.
Perfect. I will attempt to toll the dead again.
That's a valiant effort.
That is a DC 18 wisdom save.
Oh, yes, that's right. It will try to make that save. It does not.
Okay. Hopefully I roll better. I rolled a 1, a 2, and an 11.
That's much better than last time.
Much better. So, total of 14.
That is much better than 5.
Yeah, much better.
Or 6.
And I'm just gonna move right there. And
Okay.
That's my turn.
Wonderful. Bye. It's you're up.
Jerk destroyed by Echo. And he shall summon another Echo.
Okay.
Bonus action Echo summon. Ha ha ha. And then he's going to have that Echo. Let me see here. Let me double check too. Okay, perfect. He shall have that Echo do 3 standard attacks against the creature.
3 stabby attacks, indeed.
Aha, 1 is it 11?
That'll hit.
Okay, 17
That'll also hit.
and a 16.
That'll also hit.
Okay, rolling for damage. First damage is 13 plus a 14, so it's 27 plus 11, 38.
Beautiful. This gelatinous cube looks very jiggly and unhappy.
It's chopping little bits off him. Keep at it, boys and gal. We almost have him.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
All right, Thorn Barkdong, it is your turn.
All
You
right.
built a fire and raged.
I pick up the flaming logs
Okay.
and throw them at the cube.
Roll me a
Yes.
ranged attack.
All right.
A fiery ranged attack.
Take this. 13.
That will hit, yes. How much damage does a burning log do? That's an excellent question. I think it'll deal,
Bludgeoning and fire, I imagine.
yeah, bludgeoning and fire, but what dice? It's not super on fire, so I think it'd be a D4 fire.
MD12.
I don't think it's 10d12.
He threw it really hard.
Yeah.
But we'll make the log a D6 and the fire a D4.
All right.
How about
all right.
that? All right.
I'll go with that.
But does it have a chance to catch it on fire so to get successive fire turns?
You know, we could let's, I don't know if gelatinous cubes are flammable. It doesn't have a vulnerability to fire. So
No.
I'll say that much.
I don't think it would like fire. Okay. I mean,
No one really likes
It doesn't
fire.
like any damage at this point, let me tell you what.
can I throw another log?
Yes, you throw the log in, and it hits the gelatinous cube, and it shudders, and then, like, starts floating inside, and the flame
Does
goes
it
out.
leak?
But there's some singe marks on the outside, yeah.
Okay, good. I throw another one.
Okay. That will hit.
All right.
And you're rage throwing these, correct? You should add your rage damage then.
Okay, well then add another. What is my rage damage?
4?
4, yeah.
Alright. So. It looks very, very weak.
No, it's still 3 right now. But yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Still quite weak.
Quite weak. Very unhappy with life.
Throw some more logs in the fire as a bonus action.
Okay, sure. Atnis is going to try to attack Phytar's shadow again because they're not incredibly smart.
Come on, gelatinous boy.
Has to hit a 19. Oh, which it doesn't do this round.
Ha 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 ha! My clone of me dances around his attacks.
It does. Dodging.
Yeah, dodge.
What about Val? Val, what would you like to do? It is now your turn.
Val sees this poor thing, and instead of just putting it out of its misery, he literally closes his eyes. Bonus action to get advantage, and then closes his eyes anyway, just to make it harder, so it's just a straight roll.
Okay, sure.
And it's sharpshooter,
Okay.
because he's just an asshole like that.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
That will
Nice.
definitely hit.
I'm not even
Very
going to roll
thematic.
the dice. It doesn't matter. It's
It
dead.
doesn't.
Thematic.
Do you deal more than 8 damage? I think the answer is yes.
I could roll ones on all of them, and it would.
This
Okay, that was
gelatinous
funny.
cube. How do you kill this gelatinous cube with the
Oh, no,
eyes
yeah.
closed and at 20?
Seriously, he's like, oh, hey, look, I'm going to close my eyes. And he just goes, dunk. And he goes, I'm not going to look. I hear it dying over there right now. How you doing there, Bryce? This has been fun so far. It's a little cold. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm just.
I mean,
don't
did you
like
do anything
gelatinous
that
cubes.
fight? All I heard was bells ringing. Are you like
Not
getting
really.
married down there or something?
Never. No. Definitely.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, you hadn't met the right person, so I wouldn't expect it. And I know those gelatinous cubes are. Okay, never mind. Are we done here?
You don't see any more gelatinous cubes.
All right.
You are out of initiative.
Oh, well,
Didn't something fall out of that one? We should probably take a look at that.
Well,
That
be
was a-
careful. It's probably cursed or something.
oh, I'm sure it's fine. Fi walks over to his shadow. He high fives his echo, and yeah, probably yeah. He will bend down and look at the trinket and go, "What do we have here, Mr. Cube?"
It appears to be a bronze eye.
Yeah, look, an eyeball. He's got it in front of his eye.
It's big. It's like this big.
Oh, well, he still holds it up. He's like, "Check
Yes.
it out, guys." Can he see anything?
What
through
the
the-
hell is
You
that?
don't. It's solid.
I think it's the eyeball of a slime.
I don't. The other one didn't have one of those.
Maybe they dissolved.
You
Here,
should probably take it to the Arcanist. She'll probably know what it is. She's smarter than all of us put together.
maybe. Might need it for something up ahead. Who knows? I'm gonna throw it in my bag.
Thunk.
What?
Why would you do? Okay, that. Leave it to the fighter to put the important key in his bag for later.
Probably gonna need it at some point. Bryce, did you want to look at this now or later?
Does it feel magical to you?
Nah. Feels like an eye.
I can look at it later then.
Please help my guy. He's not very smart. Otherwise.
How? So there are these levers, right?
Yes,
on-
there's a lever on
and a
each of the
button.
pillar.
Speaking of, I'm pulling.
Yes, there's a lever on each of the pillars.
Mhm.
And then there's the joystick by you, and then a button on the other southwestern cliff.
And how high up are these like little?
30 feet.
Can't climb that.
I mean, you could try. There's a check.
Okay. Jesus.
You want me to go? You want me to climb up?
If you can make it up there, that'd be appreciated.
I mean, I
don't
got
know.
I have my
40 feet up.
grappling hook and the rope.
Oh, that would be great because I think I need to get up there and take a look at everything.
Okay, well, I take my grappling hook and I toss it up there and
Okay.
handle the rope.
Give
All right,
me-
this should
can
help you out.
Can you give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to set it up to make it easier for her? Make sure it doesn't
Well-
get snagged
well,
on any
sure.
of the ice that is jutting out. Make sure it gets a place to grip.
At 14.
Yeah, it's got some traction. It'll give people checks to climb this at advantage.
Okay, there you go. You want me to go up there? Or you want to go up there and look at it?
Yeah, you can come with, I suppose.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like there's a lot of space up there. I'll be down here in case you need me.
I'll call you up if I need you.
All right. I'll hold the rope at the bottom so it stays steady so she can climb up safer.
I will climb up.
Okay, give me an athletics check with advantage.
Okay, so that is a 12 and then a 7, so 12.
It's a difficult climb. You're gonna take 4 cold damage as you're just on the surface climbing up and you're slipping around. You get a few cuts from some ice shards that are sticking up, but you're able to get to the top.
Okay. And I will inspect and investigate to figure out what the heck is going on with this thing.
There's a joystick up there.
I'm gonna just I don't
You could
Bryce
move
knows
it
better than
up, down, left, or right.
I feel like Bryce knows better than to just start touching things, but the goblin in me. Yeah, Bryce will just move it forward. Just
to move it up.
Yeah.
Forward. Okay. Can everyone on the ground please
Oh,
roll
no.
me a strength saving throw?
Okay. I'll roll for my echo? Or no? It's magical.
Yes, please.
I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Oh, I could kill an A5.
So, as you push up, Bryce, a massive gust of wind suddenly erupts from small cracks in all the walls, blowing violently in the chosen direction. Everyone, except for you, must make a saving throw or get thrown across the room, sliding until they hit a surface that stops them. How far will you go? How far do each of you travel before a surface will stop you? That is an excellent
Depends which way the
question.
wind's blowing.
Yeah, which
It's-
way is the wind blowing?
She pushed up, so it is blowing in. Let me just draw this direction.
Oh, well,
Oh,
hell.
no.
I'm going a long way.
Yes.
Oh no.
70 feet.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Now, I was holding on to the rope at the bottom to help her climb up. Now, would that provide anything there?
That could give you advantage on your strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I forgot you were holding onto the rope. That'll.
Well, that's a 12. I have +6 in that one. I didn't roll very well.
What did Phi roll for the save?
If I rolled a 12.
Oh, that's right. So I believe that Thornbark Dung is the only one who succeeds on this check.
It's all that
so-
ham weight.
You moved 70 feet down.
Yes, 70 feet.
The rope slips out of your hands, and you take 21 bludgeoning damage
Oh, hell.
from the impact of hitting the wall. Thorn, you're able to brace
Bryce!
yourself.
What the fuck are you doing up there?
Five,
Boom.
I just
take
touched the lever.
20, so that'll be
You just see him flying across the room and slamming
4
into the
damage
wall.
for Phi.
4 damage for
20 feet?
5. I got
'Cause-
21. He gets 4.
Look, it's per every 10 feet you slide.
So question for you, does my echo get flung too?
Your echo.
I was
It's
reading
incorporeal.
about that. I rolled
it's
for him.
incorporeal, then-
He rolled a 10.
If
I
it's
didn't know if it
incorporeal,
mattered.
then it can't get
Yeah, I don't
moved.
think it gets affected by things like that.
Okay.
I could be
Okay.
wrong, but I don't think it does.
We'll say no. So your echo is fine. This fire does roll after you though, so hold up. I really want to see if it hits Phi.
Even
Oh,
though
the-
I'm
the
off
fire-
center of it?
The fire will hit your echo. Can your echo roll me like an acrobatics or dex save to get out of the way of the fire?
Roll a dex save.
Not gonna be hard.
6. Rolled low. Rolled a 2.
Your echo doesn't get affected by the wind, but fire just goes. The fiery logs just tumble through it, and that will cause damage. Echo.
Okay. Do you want to? Can I just move them off, or do you want to delete them?
I'll just delete them.
Okay.
It's easy enough to make a new one. Whoosh. So.
Thornbark Dung is just holding on to the lever, and the wind blows, and he just takes a bite of ham.
As you open your mouth, like you get like that effect of like a hair dryer, like right in your mouth for a second. Yeah. So, do you push the lever back into the neutral position, Bryce?
Yes.
Okay.
Hanging on to stuff screaming.
Oh, so as I hold it, the wind continuously blows.
Yes.
It hurts. Turn it off! Turn it off! You hear that yelling across the hall.
I love
Kill the wind!
Fi, put that eyeball back on the ground, please.
I can't! Unless you put it in the neutral.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's your stupid eyeball. And he takes it and he rolls it away from him. Puts it on the ground and he rolls it this way. It's towards you.
Sure.
Like he's rolling it across the floor like a bowling ball.
Don't move. And I'm gonna push it up again.
Okay.
Does it fling the ball anywhere?
The ball is a non-worn, non-carried object, so yeah, it'll just like hit the wall here.
The wall. Okay.
Yeah. Makes a little dent in the ice.
Is this a game of ping pong or pinball?
Whatever you do, don't push the lever the other way.
I'm very tempted, but no. I'll put it back in neutral, and then alright, I need somebody to go to the other side and see what those buttons over there do. Hey Thorn, can you pull that lever, please?
Done.
You pull the lever, and I need Fi to stop right there.
At the lever or just before it?
You know, when he said done, so about here. Or up there. You can pick. I'll just pick the square next to or the square one square away.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. You're walking up and he pulls the lever right as you're standing next to that pillar. And as any creature within 10 feet of the pillars that aren't the one that's the lever being pulled. So Thorn, you're fine. Icy air. Blast of ice shoots out 10 feet in all directions from each of the pillars. That did not have their levers pulled. So you're going to take... I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. 5.
See if I can roll low again. Hey,
Bryce sees
that
this.
20 for a 24.
You will only take half of this damage. All right. So half of 17, so that'll be 8 points of ice damage. Full damage.
Bryce sees this happen to Fi, and she's like, I told you not to move!
Trying to get close to the levers. What else do you think I'm doing?
At 8.
Some people just don't listen.
Oh, God. Val, can you come over to these buttons, please?
Which buttons are those?
The ones over on the other side of the stairs over here.
All right, is anyone going to
there.
do anything stupid while I'm moving that way?
I'd prefer to
Nope.
move away from the pillar. Can I move now?
I told you not to move in the beginning, so probably you should stay where you are for the moment. Nobody
so
touch any
hit
levers.
again by that. Okay, sure.
Nobody touch any levers.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to try and climb up the wall.
Athletics check for me, please.
Oh, God, athletics, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can't,
Not climbing.
I can't do a back handspring up there?
No, it's 40 feet up.
I'm pretty... oh, never mind. 20.
20? You are able to climb up, no problem. There is
It
a
surprises
button.
Val. All right, I'm up there. Okay, I'm looking at these things. What you want?
That's got a... It's like there's a plinth with a big button in the middle of it.
It's just one button.
Square-shaped button.
There's a lever and a button. It's like. Yeah, I can see you smiling from here.
I'm tempted to tell you to push it, but
You said push the button? Okay. He pushes the button.
Push the button. Could you roll me a D100,
No,
please?
A D100. I
Yes.
would be happy to, as long as it doesn't adversely affect me. That would be a 56.
56. So, you are standing in the room. You push the button, and then from the ceiling, a chute opens, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Did I
A
mention you say
gelatinous
Yahtzee?
cube
Another
falls.
freaking cube.
It's 25 feet tall.
You hear like the wet jello-y thwack as it hits the ground.
Yep. Like trying to shake jello out of a jello mold, and it hits. That's the sound you hear. And we're just gonna keep the same initiatives, but I will roll a fresh initiative for the gelatinous cube, just in case, you know, they maybe don't roll absolute garbage on their initiative. No, they still do. All right. Val, you have unleashed a gelatinous cube.
Yay. All right. This counts as a new combat?
I was just gonna keep everyone's same initiatives.
Well, I mean,
But
for
yes,
my third,
but
I get a
but
third
a new
attack.
combat, yes.
Okay, well then, all right. So, sharpshooter, blah blah blah. Quick, aim and
All right.
all
you,
that. So.
You roll all that stuff, and I'm gonna get my tea that is done steeping. Just
Okay.
add it all up for me. You have to beat a 6 to hit, just so you know.
Oh, a beat of 6. Okay. All right. Well, the first one definitely hits, so that's good. Let me start adding this up. All right. So that's 20 Pearson, and I know this is going to be real entertaining to watch. All the people out at home. Okay, that's +1. All right. Second attack. Okay. Well, I mean, I can't actually miss, I don't think. All right. So the next one, that's a sharpshooter. That's 18 Pearson plus. I'm so totally fishing for another crit, plus another one. And then on the third attack,
You got
throwing it
miss.
all in there.
You could hit it. You can make it nat 1. Nat 1's always missing combat.
All right, so that's a 30 per hit. That's going to give me how much damage here? All right, that's 22 Pearson plus. Let's just go ahead and roll all. Let's see. Let's roll all the D6s plus a D8, and that'll give me all the damage on this one. Plus 27. All right, so I had 20 Pearson and 1 force on the first hit. 18
Okay.
Pearson and 1 force on the second hit. That's a total of 39 so far.
Beautiful.
And then I got 22 Pearson and 27 sneak attack, dread ambusher, and force. So that's going to be
heckin'
49. What's that?
A heckin' lot.
Yeah, so that's 88 damage on my rounds.
Yeah, the cube doesn't look happy.
All right, you guys can finish them off now.
Bryce,
I softened them up for you.
there's a softened gelatinous cube in the middle of this room.
Yep, you're muted.
I see you thinking things.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, you're evil.
I think I'm gonna.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
evil.
I just gotta figure out what is the most. I think it's. Okay, I'm gonna yell a warning to everyone.
Uh-huh.
At 8, hold on, and I'm gonna yank it to the right this way.
You're gonna okay. I hope Fi doesn't fail his save. All right, Fi.
Is there any way we can try and grab
wait,
onto
wait,
something?
no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll yank it to the left, so
Okay.
then you don't go as
Are you
far.
sure?
But the cube.
I
the,
feel
yes,
like
I'm sure.
I really want to see if I go tumbling.
I'm sure. I'm
Possibly
Uh-huh.
65 feet. That'd be 64
I'm
damage.
sure.
That would
I
be
didn't
so
think about
great.
that. Yeah, nope. We'll go to the left. I'm gonna yank it to the left.
Oh, man.
No, go ahead. Let someone
y'all
else fly
stop
halfway
touching
across the room. It's fun, let me tell you.
It's very tempting. I was like, should I say nothing?
Very.
And I was like, oh no. I'll say something. Look how generous of a GM I am. I'm just making note of this. I still need the saves. Thorn, you're not gonna take anything because you're less than 10 feet away. Fine, could you roll me that strength save? And the gelatinous cube's gonna... It's not gonna do
All right.
well. I'll tell you that much. Wind, blah, 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 blah.
Strength save 28.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine, fine. But you also notice that the gelatinous cube does not move an inch.
Turn it off!
Oh,
So
I do. I just hit it and then.
You,
put it back
you know, it just kind of like when you blow across a sea of jello, it just ripples.
in. Oh.
Just it does that. But I will say that doesn't take an action to do. It's an interact with object, so it's just a free action to toggle
Oh,
the,
okay.
the thing. So you still have your action if you.
Okay. I will. Is it within? It is. Okay. I'm gonna. They're the same. No, I'm gonna ray of frost it.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if this will do anything, but because we are in a very cold place.
You are in a very
Um,
cold place.
I'm just gonna try. So, the is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Oh, okay,
Gelatinous cubes are real easy to hit.
that's fair.
How much damage do you do? That's the question.
Ugh.
They're comparable to like broadside of
Gross.
barn.
They are. It's so true.
10 cold damage,
10
and its speed is reduced by
cold
10
damage.
feet until the start of my next turn.
Mathing. 1 second. Okay, so with only 10 cold damage, it does not freeze the cube, but it does take all of that damage, and its speed will be slowed.
Okay.
Let's see. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Fi, you're up.
Okay, after yelling all these obscenities, put a little cussing under his breath, he'll manifest an echo. And I
Mhm.
double checked it was wrong. I was still within the rules of the last round, but I can only go 15 feet.
Okay.
So I'll manifest it right there.
Okay.
Whoop. And this is to bonus action summon it. Then I'm going to make it move up to the cube for 3 attacks.
Okay.
So get him my shadowy, glimmery, yellow copy of me.
Cool.
24 to hit.
24 will definitely hit.
25 to hit.
Yes.
And 11 to hit.
All of these are above 6. Yes.
Okay, cool. 1 damage. 14 plus 13 is 27. Plus
Oof.
12 is
How do you
39
want
damage.
to kill it? How do you want your echo to kill this cube?
Same thing as last time. Two-handed great sword, cutting it to pieces. Tiny little cubes.
Cube is shredded.
Okay, hey guys, can we stop pushing random buttons? Enough with the wind.
Push a random
already.
button. I push the button.
Yeah.
roll me a D100, please.
It's gonna summon something ridiculous. It's gonna be like a giant like ogre or something.
44.
44.
Colossal gelatinous cube.
Yeah, colossal, yeah.
Another one?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Would
no
you
fun.
Stop.
What's the point?
Fi yells it out. Would you stop?
What's the point? I don't understand. I thought I gave something like maybe
Point
there's
is
a
the point.
there might be
It's a
gold. I
distraction.
press the button. It says treasure chest and it drops from the sky.
Do you push the button again? I didn't mean to roll -9. Hold on.
It'd be actually funny if you do it and like a chest falls from the sky and like nails the cube and kills it.
No, 9.
How high is this thing falling from? We don't know.
I don't press it a second time.
I
I've
think-
just got another cube out there. I mean, should I press it again? Do we want to see? I can press like 4 times
Fi
real
says
fast.
no.
I go for it.
I say yes. Fi says no.
Tap, 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 tap.
Infinite XP.
Roll me that many D100s.
Okay.
We know what each one is.
Oh, Lord.
I'll let you know here.
Wonderful.
96, 97, 99, and 72.
My god! Someone else needs to be rolling these D100s.
Oh, no.
Wow. I hope it's horrible.
We're gonna die.
Crap.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
It should be like a gelatinous dragon.
How many cubes?
Is that landing
All the
on
cubes are like,
5?
it's a
Or on
leaning
the
tower of
Lands-
cube.
yes,
just
it does.
tickling over the top.
Did
Hold
that
on,
thing
I
just
got it.
land on top of my
It
shadow?
did. I need you to make a dex. I need you to make a dex save for your shadow.
Natural 20 for 24.
Able to dodge out of the way.
Good job, reflexive shadow me.
So it's all just more cubes.
It's just more cute.
Fi at this point is tearing at his hair. Would you stop pressing the button?
I thought it would be something fun if Bryce said do it. She's the commander of our group, right? So blame her. She told me.
I'm trying to
believe
figure
you
out the
got
pattern
3.
here. I don't know what's going on. I'm so
I
confused.
can't believe you got 3 rolls in the 90s. Oh, this brings me such
And
joy.
these are probably not natural.
Why?
gelatinous
All it
cubes.
is cubes. Why does 90 bring you joy?
It's because there's a chance that something could happen.
Oh,
It's not a
And I would-
small chance. It's just not a 99 chance.
Okay.
It's just the odds of rolling that many in the 90s are not high.
no.
So what I'm hearing is, I need to press that
Press
button.
more.
some more.
Press it some more.
The
you
normal
guys
part
need
of
to
me
get-
says yes.
You guys need to climb up here, and I'll keep pressing the button. She'll throw big fire at it.
Look, I will remind all y'all, we're not emotionally attached to these characters, right?
Right.
Right?
No, I kind of like
See,
me.
1, 2, 3, one more.
Bryce isn't
They
afraid of
all,
death.
they all just go after you. They're all
After who?
after y'all. None of them rolled above a 10 initiative. They have a -4 for their
Oh.
initiative. It's not great.
They're pretty sticky and gelatinous.
Look, see, everybody gets a chance now. I was killing them too fast for you.
You were killing them. I was killing them.
You saw how many holes were in it when you got there, right?
Yeah, and you saw how much my slicing did? Yelling across the room.
All right, I'll just wait up here while you fight. Go ahead.
No, it needs help.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
Val, you get to go. It's a new batch of initiative.
I'll aim at that one and try and do the rolls quick. Same thing.
Sure.
Steady aim.
Yep.
All right. Oh, that was close. Okay, first one is a 16
Yep.
for 20 and 22.
Okay.
Second attack. There we go. Natural 20. That's what I was looking
20.
for.
Woohoo!
All right, so base damage is 26. And let me go ahead and put all, let's see, that's going to be 2d8s
Mm-hmm.
and 12d6.
Yep.
Oh god, that's a lot of dice. That's 46. So that was the 72 damage on that one shot.
Yep.
All right, and then my third shot,
Mm-hmm.
all right, that's going to be a 22
Yep.
for 16
Yep.
and 4 force.
How do you want to kill this gelatinous cube?
Oh, I'm just bullshitting with Fi the entire time. Like, oh yeah, I'm not going to shoot anything. Just let off 3 arrows. The thing dies right in front of him. All right, your turn. I killed one already.
Before it's Fi's turn, we have Arcanist Bryce Del Mora. There's 4 gelatinous cubes just chilling in the middle of this
Yeah.
room.
There are, and I don't want to waste a spell slot on them.
It's okay. The gelatinous cubes, we can cut them to pieces.
Yeah. I am gonna just Ray of Frost again.
Okay. Which one? Closest one?
Yeah, the closest one.
Sure.
For a 17 to hit.
17 definitely hits.
God, I've been rolling ass. That was a 7. For 13 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10.
This one freezes for this
Oh.
round. Shh.
Cool. And that is it. That's my turn.
All right. Tar, what would you like to do?
Get that echo slicey slice, and time to ramp it up again. He's gonna activate an Unleash Incarnation again for the Fury. He's gonna take another attack action through the shadow, so 4
Okay.
attacks. I'm gonna split the attacks though.
Okay. Between the two of them?
Yeah, between the 2 closest ones,
Sure.
if I can, if you're
Yeah,
okay with that.
that's no problem for me.
Okay, first guy, 2-handed attack. Ah, come on, 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, 27 to hit,
Mhm.
and then the other the other cube, 22. It's gonna be cut up like tuna. 22 to hit, 23 to hit.
All those will hit.
Okay,
Give me the first
First
2
cube.
damage. Yep.
takes 28 damage.
Beautiful.
Second cube, ooh, a little low on that one. 9 plus 14,
23.
23 damage.
All right. Very nice.
Move!
If he yells out "move," I'm gonna make my echo move
Not
because
your echo. I'm not
Not-
talking to your damn echo.
is he yelling to Phi?
He said "Phi, move." Interpret that
Move.
how you will.
Okay, he's gonna interpret that means get away from the pole. So I'm gonna run this way.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15. Next to the
Beautiful.
fire. This is great. I'm nice and warm now.
All right.
Please don't launch the fire at me.
Thorn, it is your turn. You pull the lever.
Yes.
It's a free action. Ice shoots out 10 feet in all directions except for by the one you pull. So the shadow's fine, but these 2 cubes have to make saving throws. And that's a dexterity save. That is not their strong suit. Let me tell you what. The only thing that's worse than their dex is their int. Let's see, -4. Yeah, so one got a 0, and then the other one got a 15. So one actually makes it and will take half damage. Oh, but the other one's frozen, so well, we'll say they both fail. Why not? So, 5d6, 20 damage. Oh. It's 20. Alright, and then this one also will freeze for this round. Alright. What would you still have your bonus action movement, Thorn?
Right.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to run over to this pillar and pull that lever.
Yeah, you could use your action to dash and then bonus action pull the lever. Do it. Alright, they will both fail their dex saves automatically because they're both frozen. So they will
Is it
take...
gonna be ice this time, or is it gonna be more like a column of fire?
That's just really bad roll on the d6s. They will both take 11. And as every ice shoots out from everyone except for the one you pull it on. So it'll take 11. That is the worst 5d6 roll I've seen in a long time. Boop! But they're really frozen right now, and they both took more damage.
10, 20. Okay.
Alright, so I believe that is all of your things. Gel? We'll say the lows are frozen. Gel is going to attack Phytar's shadow. A 9 does not hit. A 20, I believe, will hit.
Yes, it hits.
12 points of acid damage.
Kapoof, he's gone.
And then Jello is like, what's up with that? I don't see anybody to eat. They're all over here. So move 5 and 15. 20. 30. Because it dashed. It's just gonna move twice. Jello. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, and that one's dead. Boop. Val, you're up again.
All right. Any of them look damaged already? Now, which one's not damaged?
They're all damaged, technically, but this one looks the healthiest.
That one looks the healthiest?
This one looks the healthiest,
I
yes.
can't see it, so I got poles in the way.
This one looks the second most healthy.
Okay, I'll shoot at that one then.
They've all taken damage at this point.
Okay. Alrighty. Bonus action, steady aim. Firing off 2 shots. Okay, so that would be a 26. And so that is 16 piercing damage plus 6 force.
Beautiful. Looks unhappy.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, there you go.
So that's
it's probably gonna be like 70 damage or something like that.
That's gonna be 25.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 47 sneak attack.
How would you like to
force.
kill this?
Oh, I'm just throwing arrows down at this point. I'm just like from everywhere, just shooting stuff. All the while, just talking to Fi. It's like, oh, keep slicing, buddy. I got this. It's all good.
Oh, I'm slicing.
Okay, buddy. Maybe one day Dung will do something.
Arcanist Bryce Delmora, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna keep on frosting this guy till he's dead.
Till he's dead.
Till he's dead. 16.
Yep.
For ass again, 8.
For ass again, 8. That takes that frost damage.
Yeah.
And because it took more frost damage, it will continue its frozen state.
Oh, that's right. I did freeze it. That's it. That's my turn.
Fi, what would you like to do? There's a big old Jello coming towards you.
Bonus action, summon my shadow.
Yoop.
And
where would you like him?
Nope, same spot's perfect actually, because I'd like it behind it. I'm going to try and turn this bad boy around, and he's going to attack this beefy boy here in the backside with his two-handed sword.
Attack this beefy boy from the backside.
Take that as you will. 18, because you know this thing's about to. 25 and 23 to hit.
Yep.
I'll hit. Okay, first damage, 8 plus 11. Jeez, he's rolling low. That's 19 plus 12, 20, 31 damage.
All right. You hit, and it looks very unhappy.
31 didn't kill it? Oh, no.
Nope. Is that all you'd like to do? All right.
I have no snappy comebacks.
You don't want to go over, just hug it? Teach it about friendship and love? No? Okay.
No.
Thornbark Dung, what would you like to do?
Run back to the other pillar.
Okay. You pull the lever. Ice shoots out at everyone except for the one you're at. So, this one will actually need to make a dex save. It super fails. And his shadow's out of the way this time, so they're all gonna take 15! That's, again, really low still. 15 cold damage, and this one will freeze, because that's what happens when you... Oop. And then, oh gosh.
Take that, cubes.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do? Just sitting here nuking them via the pillars.
Just take a bite of triumph ham.
Bite of triumph ham indeed. It's taken. It tastes like victory. all the gels can't do anything, and gel's dead, so it's just Jello left. So, Val, you're up again. All of the cubes are frozen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll shoot at that one.
Beautiful.
All right. Same thing. Bonus action, steady aim.
Yeah.
It's kind of consistent here. Oh, that was a bad one. Okay, that's good. All right, so that's a 22.
Yep. It
All
looks
right, so that's
really rough.
That's 20 damage.
Mm-hmm. Super
Plus
rough.
5 force.
It looks like it's barely holding together.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and throw another one over at him. Oh, hey, another natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna roll that one because that's overkill.
Roll it
I'm
because it's I think it'll go through that one cube and the rest of the damage will transfer to the one behind it. That sounds fucking cool because you just crit so many times.
Okay, yeah,
and
I have gotten a few in there.
It's so incorporeal, like barely hanging together. Let's just do
22
it.
piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And now for sneak attack.
Boop.
Oh, 35.
35.
Yeah, I wasn't nearly as good. I rolled a lot of little numbers.
Oh my gosh. Well, how do you kill both of these cubes with one arrow?
Oh, what I do is I shoot the first one, and I have it about like it. I shoot the first one into the ground, and it bounces off the ground up into the first gelatinous cube. But I shoot the second one through the cube, and it ricochets off the bouncing one and causes it to go right into this. And I'm looking at Fi the entire time.
I love it. Here for it.
Bring it.
It's done been brung.
Done been brung. Bryce.
All right, so I am not pressing the buttons anymore, I promise.
Bryce, what would you like to do?
That is still within my range, so I'm gonna tried and true hit it with a ray of frost.
All right.
For 24 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
For not awful 12 cold damage.
How do you want to kill that one?
It just shatters. Just 'cause it's already frozen.
Shatters. Frozen.
Hey! Shards everywhere. Alright. Now that we've agreed, the poles are deadly. The switch throws wind, and the button summons cubes. Can we please stop touching them?
Can Bryce make, like, an intelligence check to figure out what the fuck we're supposed to do in here?
Yeah, sure.
What about this other platform next to me?
Yeah, there is that completely unexplored platform. It might have something to do with that.
What I
I
want.
didn't even know. Didn't even see there was another one. Oh, that's an 18 intelligence.
You think you need to go look at the unexplored platform.
Okay.
Or someone
That's it.
needs to. Someone
taking
needs to
over
climb
this.
up there and see what's up there.
Y'all are better climbers than me. I'm
I
getting
wanna-
my eyeball, and I'm standing down here.
Yes, Thorn? Barkdong?
Yes, I want to vault off his shadow.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
All right.
I'd like to think my shadow would act independently, and if possible, when he launches, grab him and throw him. Like, yeet.
Let's see how this athletics check is.
Oh, damn.
You're able to do that. Just whoosh, you vault up,
Up, yeah.
and you see this last platform.
Ah,
On this platform, scrolling. Atop this cliff is a large, strange stone apparatus. It looks with two skull statues to the left and right of it, and each one is missing an eye on the skull statues. And it kind of looks, Thornbark, could you give me an Arcana check? I just want to see if you can pick up what this is. 15. Yeah. This strange stone device on the ground, that's a portal. And then there's these two missing eyes from these statues. One of them you think you got from that first gelatinous cube you killed. You're still missing one eye. You think maybe if you put the eyes in the statues that that portal activate.
it's an apple fat ass door.
What? From down below.
Please, please explain, Thorn. Use a little bit more words for us.
Apple fat ass.
Does anybody understand what he's saying?
No, I never do.
Is this like a type of ham? Thorn, is it ham?
No! It's an apple fatus!
Apparatus?
Yes!
I'm glad y'all picked that up.
I picked it up immediately.
I thought you said apple fat ass. I wasn't sure what you were saying.
That's definitely what he said.
Okay.
Okay, well, if it's an apparatus, what is it? What kind?
A
Can
door!
you see a door? All right.
door.
Can you see
No.
what activates it?
Eyes.
Eyes.
We have an
Go
eye.
Go pick up that eye that you dropped earlier.
I've already got it.
Okay,
How
well,
many
throw it up
eyes,
there.
Dung?
toss it up to Dung.
Here it comes, and he's gonna yeet, and he's gonna throw it up.
Give me an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
It's a
Natural
solid
one.
bronze eye this big. It just if you not want it, it hits you in the face if you don't throw it up high enough.
15.
15. That's enough to yeet it up.
Okay.
Thunk, starts to roll. Thorn, you can pick it up.
I'll attempt to put the eye in one of the eye.
You put the eye in, and half the runes on the apparatus begin to glow.
Ooh. It's a shiny apple fatus.
All right.
So what
Val,
happened?
He said it's shiny. That I assume that means some of the magic activated. So Val, press some buttons.
Whoa.
More buttons?
Whoa.
Great, because Five's the
Let me
only one
move,
on the
let me
ground.
move, let me move,
Button, button.
let me
You can
move.
push it 3 times.
I push it 4 times again.
Four
Fi is-
times.
Fi
Could
is
you roll me?
running away from the center of the room. Just to explain, if he hears that, he is running.
Yeah, one. Give me a second. Let's see if you make it in time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Could
only have
you-
so many movements. So here's my
Okay,
starting
now this
spot.
is a decent spread.
Okay.
42,
Yes.
awesome number.
Yes.
6,
Yes.
73,
Mm-hmm.
44.
In the second cube that slurps down from the ceiling, you see floating inside of it a bronze eye.
I did it! Woohoo! Val wins again.
Okay, can Fi run half speed?
You have speed. Could you make me a dex check as they fall from the ceiling?
Okay, well,
Thunk.
I'm just so you know. Look,
Thunk.
I was starting right here, so I'm trying to make it here. One of these 2 squares.
Sure.
Okay.
Just give me dex check to make sure it doesn't engulf you. As
Straight
it
dex
falls
or
down.
dex save?
Dex save will work.
Dex save.
It's not a high number.
17.
You're fine.
Okay.
You're able to get there. You're not able to get further from there.
Yeah, that's
But-
fine. It's 15. Yeah.
And we'll just assume all of the cubes go after you, because none of them have rolled above a 10 on initiative, so.
How many cubes is it?
There's 4!
4.
Are they on the board?
Yes. Oh,
I
one
don't see them.
second. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
I forgot to move them to the token layer. There they are.
Ah!
There we go. Bloop. So.
I really
Now.
hate you guys. Anime tears as he's running.
But we love you.
Val, you get to go first.
All right, great. All right. For same thing, bonus action.
This is the one with the eye, just so you know. It's the upper
Okay.
right one.
24.
Sure. Which one you aiming for?
The one with the eye.
All right, 24 definitely
For
hits.
23 and it's 23 Pearson and 1 force.
All right.
Second attack. That's gonna be 19.
19 definitely hits.
Okay, for 17 Pearson. And 6
Yep.
force.
Beautiful. Doesn't look happy.
All right, fishing for crits. Didn't get it. 24.
Yep.
For 17 Pearson.
Mm-hmm.
And roll all the other damage. 23 Dread Ambusher, Force, and Sneak Attack.
How would you like to kill this gelatinous cube?
No, just we're on board with it now. I mean, I've already shown superiority with killing cubes. It hits the ground. It's like thunk, thunk, thunk. All right, we gotta get clear of these. That one's got the eye. That's my turn.
All right. Arcanist Bryce Delmora. The second eye is on the floor, along with 3 gelatinous cubes and Phytar.
I will attack the closest cube with
All right.
yet another Ray of Frost.
Beautiful.
Save them spells. We're gonna need them at this rate.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine. Just use them all. All of them.
Okay. 15
That'll hit.
cold damage.
Oh, 15 cold damage.
No, sorry. 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah, 19 to hit. Yeah. 15 cold damage. Freezes it. Shh.
Perfect. That's my turn.
All right. Phytar. Got some gelatinous cubes here.
Slicey. He is going to, through his shadow, attack Senior Cube. 3 attacks.
Beautiful.
And gotta get rid of this roll log. Okay, 23 to hit.
Yep.
22 to hit.
Yep.
And 25 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, he keeps rolling low. 8 damage plus 11 is 19. 19 plus 14, 33.
Beautiful. Slice. You cut deep.
Shing, shing, shing,
This
shing, shing.
cube looks wounded.
Wounded cube. Perfect. I think then he'll continue to move. Let's see. He'll backpedal just one more step. Or one more 5-foot section.
All right.
Okay. That's good.
Thornbark Dung. What would you like to do?
You know what? I think it's been long enough I've not used the stacks. I want to jump on top of his shadow and chop him.
Okay. Jump chop. Give me the good old jump chop.
Jump chop.
That'll hit. Or
I
a good
would
number.
chop again. Yes.
That it looks very unhappy.
I am okay with that.
Okay. The cubes get to go. It's gonna try to engulf you. You're probably gonna succeed. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw, please? Loop.
Trying, sorry, it's cool.
21? Yeah, no, not you, Fi. You're fine. Tried to engulf Thorn.
I thought I saw the one jump
failed.
towards Phi, sorry.
If you failed, so you can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to a different side of the cube if you like.
I just jump over the cube, like, nah, you can't catch me. Whoop.
Why did you move your shadow, Fi?
Hmm?
You moved your shadow?
I moved it off to see what it was doing because I thought your cube was absorbing Phi,
Oh.
so I moved him back.
Oh, that's what it was.
Okay, well, for some reason, Phi was right there, so...
No,
yeah.
it was over there.
Oh, if he did, then I accidentally mouse drug him. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, he's not in the cube. You don't want him to take all that damage. You're fine. And then this one is going to move up and try to punch Thornbark Dung because it saw you axe chop, and it thought that axe chop was really cool. So it's going to try to pseudopod attack you. So 19 and a 6. Do either of those hit?
Hits, but
19 hits. You take 5 acid damage as the pseudopod goes, and hits you.
I cry. No!
Val, you're up.
Oh, that damn thing made my friend cry. I'm going to shoot its ass.
Okay, you shoot its ass.
Bonus action, steady aim, sharpshooter. Oh, 13?
Yes,
My lowest one yet.
that'll hit.
Oh, terrible damage. 16 Pearson and 4 force.
Okie dokie.
And second hit. Oh, that was so close to. Oh man, 23.
Yeah.
For 19, Pearson, and
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 28 sneak attack and force.
Bloom, it is gone.
Don't touch my friend. The ambassador stays safe here.
All right.
Please don't cry, Dung. We'll protect you.
Bryce Delmora, what would you like to do?
Can you figure it out?
Are you
Can
gonna Ray of
guess?
Frost?
Oh,
Or are
What?
you going to?
How did you know?
Oh my! I just lucky guess is all really.
The 27 to hit
Yeah.
with 15 cold damage.
Very nice.
But that's my
Anything else?
turn.
No
Nope.
movement. You're good. All right. Vitar, you've got a cube that looks very sickly in front of you.
Very huggable.
So huggable. It just looks so squishy.
He's gonna hug him with a sword.
Oh, I don't think he likes those hugs.
Two,
Like hugging a
and-
cactus, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, all hits. 20, 23, and 18 to hit.
Yeah, roll them. Yeah, roll the first one. Damage.
15 damage.
How do you kill it?
One final shashing, and he is
Shing.
sashimi.
Yep, sashimi done.
Yay!
All right. There's one frozen cube left on the board. What,
Oh,
is there
can
anything
I-
else you'd like to do, Fi?
I'm gonna half speed movement, move my shadow. Wait, no, I have to be careful. One sec. I'm doing the math. Okay, yes, I can move him there.
Okay.
Aha, shadow's going there. Advancing.
Advancing.
And I shall advance. Can I mirror advanced him? Because the shadow doesn't count for my movement, right?
I don't
Read
know.
about it.
I don't think so, but I don't know actually. If it just read about it, and we'll have Thornbark
I'll
done do
read
its
about it.
turn, and if it doesn't, then move yourself wherever you
Ah.
like.
You can mentally command the echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction, no action required.
Cool. Then there you go. You have your movement
Okay.
still too.
Then I will parallel with him. 15
Cool.
feet.
All right, Thornbark Dung.
All right. I activate my boots of flying.
Okay.
I go pick up the eye,
Okay.
and I leave.
Okay. You put the second eye into the
Yeah.
skull,
I'm done here. I like this.
and as you do, the second half of the runes light up and close the teleporter. Go right through.
Door open.
Valendan the Faceless.
Yes.
You've
Am I
got a
still
frozen.
shooting?
You got a frozen cube and a teleporter.
Okay. Same thing as before. Oh, hey, that's a natural one.
It misses.
A 2, which is
Two
a
will hit.
9.
Yes, the 2 will hit. The 1 will not.
Okay. That one was for a 13.
Okay.
Okay, that's 18 damage. And 5 force. Second shot. 21 damage. I mean, the 21 to hit
Mm-hmm.
for 21 damage. And 21 sneak attack and force.
The final cube dissipates. You are out of initiative.
I will slide down to the floor.
Hey,
You all right there?
yeah, I'm good. Good.
You sound like you had a hard time down there.
There's a little bit of workout. It's fine.
I was perfectly fine up here. I mean, it was great. I had a top-down shot, and it was fun.
I'm gonna have nightmares of these cubes for the next week.
Why? The worst they did was give Dung a tickle.
Because, it's that scenario of they just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And then, yeah, there's just cubes everywhere.
Yeah. That's a nightmare. I can see why
There's
you'd be kept up
cube
at
goo
night with that.
everywhere.
Well, let's just
I could see y'all
forget
sticking
about the gelatinous goo on the floor and let's go, okay? Let's just
I'm gonna climb down this fucking rope.
Give me an
Yeah.
athletics check with advantage, Bryce.
And
Oh,
how
God.
high is this cliff near
40
Phi
feet.
and
Give
Thorn?
me an
Oh,
athletics check if you want to climb it, Phi.
I'm gonna use my shadow to help.
I rolled a 12 and a 0, so a 12.
A 12, you're gonna take one more. 1 point of cold damage as you get some icicle scrapes.
Perfect.
Razor burn.
19 to ascend.
You're able to ascend, no problems. Phi.
Ugh. He's gonna dissipate his shadow too, or echo. I'll make him
Okay.
poof.
Poof.
Uh,
Done.
let me see. I'm gonna do something because I don't want to climb down here and make a fool of myself after doing so well. I'm gonna use Blessing of the Raven Queen
Mm-hmm.
and teleport over to the platform with stairs
Okay.
and walk down.
All right.
Yep. So I just pop up over here,
All right. So yeah.
and then I'll go retrieve my my grappling hook and rope.
Mm-hmm.
Just flick it and get it back, and then head over and try and set it up again.
The
So
last cliff.
Bryce and I have a little easier time.
Mm-hmm.
So I throw the grappling hook up.
Ooh.
Throw it up. I don't sneeze, amazingly. Okay.
Wow.
I thought
Nice
it
save.
was very close. I thought it was gonna happen.
All right. So
All right.
go ahead, Bryce.
Athletics check with
Alright.
advantage.
Fucking ass, really? I rolled a 1 and a 13.
All right. We'll just say you take that one more cold damage as you're like sliding all over as you're climbing up. It's very cold along these walls. Val, athletics with advantage.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. Oh, natural 20.
You don't even need this rope. You're just.
Oh no, I need the rope.
Oh, that is fair. You
I need
look
the
super cool climbing up with this rope.
Okay, because I
Just
rolled
like-
a 3 on the first one.
Hand over hand, like a pro.
All right.
Coil up your hook, and you see the teleporter in front of you.
Are we ready to go?
I
Yeah.
Done. Good work, man. Find the portal, getting all fixed up.
Good job sticking them eyeballs.
Go through the portal.
All right, as you all go through the portal, you see. The moment that you teleport, the temperature becomes immediately much more tolerable and comfortable. You find yourself in a well-lit room with a light gray stonework making up the walls, ceiling, and floor. The room is only 40 square feet, and the ceiling is about 12 feet in height. In the middle of the room stands 6 doors, each labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, respectively. Behind you, on the south side of the room, is a wall with another door that is identical to the other 6, but is not labeled with a number.
Huh. We can walk behind these doors?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Bryce. What do we do?
Weird. Heartless doors.
can I make a check?
Yeah,
To
What kind of check would you like to do? How are you looking at these?
I would like to make an investigation check. I want to see if
Please
there's
do.
any kind of like anything. I don't know.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, please.
Really? A 13. I'm rolling absolute fucking ass.
13
today.
is exactly what you needed.
Good, because I can't roll above that apparently.
You see, on the back side of each door, there's small carving into the cement. Crude carvings of letters spelling S-E-V-E-N are carved into the backs of 5 out of the 6 doors, 1 letter on each.
Seven?
7, yeah. And the door that's on the south wall is blank?
Hey, maybe we have to open up like door 5 and door 2 and then go through the blank door.
At like the same time?
Well, I mean, there isn't a door 7.
I'm good with that.
Or, I mean, it could be, I mean, you could open 4 and 3.
Wait. What if?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to add up the set. I mean, I think so. Starts counting his fingers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that one works. And well, I mean, you could open 3 doors and go like 4, 2, 1. I mean, there's lots of combinations, it seems like.
Maybe we're looking for the 7th door and it's through one of these doors. Maybe they're portals.
Oh, how does the number convention go? From left to right or right to left?
It is left to right. You can see it if you scroll up a bit. There'll be there's a nice visual for you. I think. Hold on, let me make sure it's on the right.
I don't see the
layer.
numbers.
Probably put it on the wrong layer. Let's see, GM layer.
All right, 1's kind of like 7s, so I'm going to open the 1.
Or it could be the door.
Okay, I see 5 and 6 now.
Yeah,
It could be 5, since there's not a letter on 5.
Oh, they're probably on the map.
Well, then what's 7 mean? Or are we or is it spelled Nevis? Neves.
Can we spell
Anybody know
any
a
other,
Nevis?
Can we spell any other numbers with those letters?
My father's nickname was Nevis.
He took the heart.
There we go.
Damn it, Dung.
Dun, dun, dun.
I have no idea.
I mean, look.
I mean, since your intelligence adds up to ours, I mean, our intelligence adds up to yours, then we're stuck here forever.
All right, I'm going to attempt an Arcana.
Oh, okay.
18.
18
Damn.
Arcana.
Yes.
Damn, Dung.
I'm good at magic.
You're so good at magic. You think that these the right combination of doors will take you to the next place?
These doors go places.
Thanks, Dung.
Welcome. I open door 1.
Open door 1. All right, do go through door 1.
What does it look like on the other side?
Looks like the other side of the door.
Okay.
You go through it, and you come out from the plain door.
Huh.
Hi.
Hey, that actually looks fun. I'm gonna try that.
You go through door number 1, you come out through the blank door.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
All right, I go and I open up door 1, door 2, and door 4.
Yep.
And I walk through 4.
You walk through 4.
Uh-huh.
You come out through this door.
Ah.
Fi's gonna go back and say, wait a minute, you just went through door 4. I went through door 1 twice. That's 6. Let me go through again. He walks
Go
through
through door 1, and you pop out.
7.
All right, now go through 5 because that's the only one that doesn't have the other one. So go through 5 now and see if it takes you somewhere. That's this one over here.
5. Fi's gonna open the door and look through. Is there any difference?
No, it looks the same.
He's gonna step through 5.
You step through 5, and you come out on the door.
Anything?
Damn it. All right, we're gonna die.
I'm going to lift door 6 and bring it over to door 1.
These are freestanding doors, aren't they? Just like a little frame? Are they movable?
They have a stone frame around them.
He's taking the door off the frame.
He's trying to. You can give me an athletics check.
Right? Yeah.
Nope. Doesn't budge.
These doors are solid.
Bryce will open
Must be Dwarven build.
every door with a letter.
You open them all up, you see through the other side.
And I'm gonna go through the south door.
You cannot open the south door.
Okay. Then I'll go through 5 after I've opened up every door with a letter. Since
You go
5 does
through
not
it.
have a letter.
Whoop, and you pop up through this door here.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
I move to the other side of the door and go
Okay.
through.
You pop up. Right here.
I open up 2 and 5 and go through 5.
Wait. If you open up 2, 5's going to stand on the other side of 2. Can you see 5?
Yes.
So she walks towards 5, right through the
Yes.
door, and then just disappears before his eyes?
Yep. Whoop, pops up at the door.
So walking
Okay.
through 5.
I
when
noticed
open 2
something
and
because
5.
I might have noticed something that might help you, Bryce. If you notice where you pointed out those letters on the doors, they're all oriented differently according to the door knocker. And if you kind of write them the way they're oriented, it makes a little square with the V at the bottom. It doesn't spell anything really, but it's like a little square and then a V on the bottom, like go this way or something. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was gonna be north, east, south, but then it was northeast, southeast. I don't know if that. I don't know. It seems like there's a reason why those letters are written and where they're written.
Let's see. 1 and 6 can make 7. That's the each end.
Yeah, but you can only
2
go
and
through
5
one door.
can make 7, but there's 4 of us. And 3 and 4 make 7.
So maybe 2 of us should go through.
I'm
the
going to
same
step to
time.
door 1. One of you step to door 6. Let's walk through at
Okay,
the same
I'll
time.
do it.
All right.
We
So-
already need doors.
1, 2,
You open the
3,
doors, and you both step through,
Go.
and they're gone. Arcanist and Thornbark Dung.
Okay.
Did they die?
No, I think they went through the doors. Go over to 1, I'll go over to 6. And we'll step through at the same time.
Okay.
You step through at the same time, and you teleport. Whoosh.
What was it? Just 1 and 6?
Adding up to
You had to add up to
It was
7.
probably just
you
any
can't add up to
combination.
7 by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in an adventuring party of 3, somebody is screwed.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I mean, if those
because you
gelatinous
can do
cubes
1,
got
2,
me
and
5.
4.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
we
you
could-
can.
Yeah.
You just can't be a solo adventuring party.
If you're
If
I'm
you're
a
by
badass.
yourself, you're
I'm gonna
screwed.
solo this dungeon, and you get to this point, and you go, "Damn it!"
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll be waiting here a while.
Make
But
camp
you
outside the doors.
you enter into the next room, the 6th floor. You all exit into a room far larger than any so far. You're standing before what looks like a large battlefield. It's very dark. There's sizable chunks of stone around the path before you, and charred, crumbling armored skeletons are littered across the ground. The room does not seem to have a ceiling, and it is instead open to a dark sky with a few speckled stars. On your side of the room is a small stone plinth, to your left, which atop floats a large golden key. And for those of you who have, I think just Dung, who has very good dark vision, you can see a faint glowing on the far side of the room, which is like 300 feet away.
Just Dung sees that?
Yes, he's got improved dark vision.
Oh, so does Val.
Oh, do you?
It's
Okay, then let me
60
adjust.
feet.
Then let me adjust. No, improved is 120 feet.
Oh, okay. I have just
Drow
better.
and Duragar and Twilight clerics.
Okay.
get the
I've
120.
got 60 instead of
60.
30.
What do I see at the edge of my vision?
You see a faint glow about 300 feet away on the opposite side of the room. And there's a glowy key right here.
There's glows.
And Bryce, you probably can't see anything because you're a human.
Yeah.
Boy, it's awfully dark in here.
I'm gonna cast light on...
On yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will hop in here. You emit bright light. How far does light go?
20-foot radius and dim for an additional 20 feet. Bright
Beautiful.
for 20, dim for an additional 20. So 40 total.
All right. Yep. Doop, doop, doop. You emit light. Beautiful. You should now be able to see.
Yes.
All right.
Ah, that's better. Does anyone else think this looks a little grisly, a little ghastly looking?
What is this directly in front of us?
I don't know, honestly. It's a weird thing on the map. I just assumed it's like a door, teleport
Step down?
door. Step down?
Okay.
Sure, we'll say it's a step down. That makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, it
don't
looks
know
like
what
we're on a
that is.
platform.
It does.
Oh, I was wrong. My dark vision goes out to 90 feet.
90 feet. Let me fix
Yeah,
your teleport.
sorry.
You are totally fine. Good sir.
Mine's
Fix.
at 60 if it matters. I don't know if that's the default or what it
The
does.
60 is your regular default.
Perfect.
Magic.
Boop. There you go. All right.
Val is going to stealth and then scout ahead.
Yes, please roll your stealth.
Oh, wow. That was the worst one. 20.
20.
But in using my ability, where is it? I was just looking at it. Damn it. While in darkness, so when I'm away from their light, I'm invisible to any creatures that rely on dark vision to see me.
Very good. That is excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent.
So I'm going to slowly make my way,
Sure.
kind of scouting ahead.
Sure.
Ah, what order just popped up? That's strange. All right.
So, Val's scouting ahead, completely one with the darkness. What about the rest of y'all?
Fi's going to stay kind of in front of the group, but near them. He's not going to leave them far. He keeps peering off into the darkness, kind of concerned about what's out there.
Sure thing.
Thorn tells me about this magic, or he thinks there's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just floating there and glowing
Just floating?
slightly.
Yeah. Pretty shiny key. Big. It's like this big.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on it to see if I
Sure.
can identify what type of magic if it
Sure.
is magical?
Yeah. Certainly can.
And as the second most expert on magic in this group,
Yes.
I
Yes.
would also like to perform an Arcana.
Of course you may.
Damn it.
I
This
rolled a
key
4 for 14.
magic. You think it has some type of conjuration magic.
Yes, that's what I suspect too, yes.
I think if we touch this key, things are gonna start coming for us, is what my guess is. Go for it. I'm gonna step over here by Fi.
I step out of the darkness next to Fi.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ladder on the other side of the cavern, it looks like.
Is it far away?
Yeah, it's all the way on the other side of the cavern. I didn't see anything over
Nothing?
there. Just a ladder going up to a platform, it looked like. I didn't get too close because I didn't want to trigger anything when you guys weren't around, but I didn't see anything.
Did you say this is rough terrain? Or is it like,
No,
you said it's
this
like a
is regular.
battlefield?
There's just a bunch of charred skeletons.
You said charred this time. You didn't say charred before.
I did.
I don't.
When I was reading the box text.
I don't remember charred.
Sizable chunks of stone are on the path for 40 view, and charred, crumbling, armored skeletons are littered across the
I
ground.
missed the charred. Okay. Yeah, the charred thing is bothering me a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That fire hurts.
Did you see anywhere for the keyhole?
Oh, I didn't get close enough, really. I mean, I guarantee you, if you grab that key, it's probably going to set something on fire. Probably me.
If I grab it, but what if I lasso the key?
I think if anything comes in contact with it, it's gonna summon something. It's got conjuration magic on it.
Oh, it's going to summon. Oh, maybe we can fight a dragon.
Oh, I really don't want to fight a dragon right now.
Oh, come on. It's just a dragon.
Screw it. Grab the orb.
You grab the key.
Dragon!
Let's do it.
A loud screech radiates across the room, echoing up off the stone cliffs around you. Something large suddenly comes soaring out from behind one of the boulders, and a bright orange light flashes across the room, followed by a horrible, high-pitched, rippling sound. You feel searing pain rush over you as the heat begins to burn your skin, and I need to turn that music down a bit. I need everyone to give me checks. I'll tell you what those checks are in just a second. That would be a dexterity saving throw if you're within 20 feet of the plinth.
Well, I think that's just about everybody, huh?
Yeah, it sure is.
Just at 20.
Just 20
Damn.
foot. All creatures within 20 feet of the stone plinth make a dex saving throw.
I got the magic!
28.
28 is a success.
7.
And evasion. I take nothing.
You take nothing.
I stand behind Phi, so I don't catch any fire. That was
I
my
failed
evasion.
that.
I rolled a 7. I failed that.
And, okay, so everyone but Val will take... 36 fire damage.
Is it possible that I could use my evasion, like take take half damage to try and pull Phi out and give him like half damage?
If you want to take half damage for Phi to get half damage, I will allow it.
Yeah, I feel
It's up
bad.
to
I've
you
been picking on him all day.
Or Bryce. Bryce is about to get hurt.
Well, I was standing next to you though.
Yeah, you were
true.
standing next to...
I can't. I'd have to go through you to get to Bryce. And
Won't you take some damage then?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm taking them. I'm taking damage.
You'll split it 18 each instead of 36 to Phi.
Yeah, I think that's acceptable.
Okay.
Ah, thank you.
And you're able to reach in, you burned a bit. And also, at the same time, the screech. As a fiery explosion rings out across the stone platform, and a purple beam erupts from one of the eye stalks of a large floating spherical creature that's closer than I thought. 30
damn
feet
it!
away.
That's not a dragon.
The monster has a large central eye that sits above a gaping toothy maw. A dozen or so long slithering tendrils float above the spherical core, each fixed with a glaring eye stalk, and it growls menacingly.
Obviously a dragon.
Okay, let me, wrong layer.
My character can't even see it anyway, so it's just...
Yeah, it's popping up. Boom.
Oh, no.
And it gets to make eye stalk attacks.
Really? It gets a surprise attack? We literally knew something was coming, and it gets surprise attacks on us?
It's part of the boom.
Okay.
It's one eye stalk instead of all three. It gets one. I will roll randomly to determine who gets the eye stalk. You know what? I think it would actually go for Thorn because he's the one who touched the key, but we'll roll randomly. 3. 1, 2. Bryce Delmora. Let's see what you get. 6. Telekinetic ray. Could you make me a strength saving throw, please, Arcanist Bryce Delmora?
Like 7's the bad one.
Natural 20 for a 20.
Ooh.
You hold your ground as this telekinetic ray tries to lift you up, and I would like everyone to please roll me initiative.
Oh my god, really?
Let's see.
Wait.
That wasn't good.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's doing it again. Why is it not? There we go.
I am not so fast this time.
His name is Bleh.
Beh,
Bleh.
beholder. Beh. It's short from it's short from beholder. Beh.
Older. Bleh.
Yes. Yes, and beholder rolled better than I expected earlier when I was rolling up their initiative. So we're gonna go. Bloop.
I don't want to meet
1,
old.
2. Go around. Okay. Boop. Tar. You're up first. There's a
All right.
beholder.
He's gonna immediately bonus action summon his echo.
Beautiful.
He's gonna summon the echo right there,
Mm-hmm.
and then his movement and action or bonus action. What is it?
No, you
Count
have
as.
you have movement. That's just part of it. You get movement, then you get action, and you
Right
get
here.
a bonus action.
Right here.
You can
I
move
can't
wherever you
summon.
want.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Oh, do you
I'm
not-
basically gonna move up to here then.
Oh, 1 sec. Put it on the-
Oh, you're good.
is his
There.
eye facing any particular direction?
It's facing towards all of you all.
Can we get an idea of where the cone
Oh,
is?
here. Yes, I will draw. I think I can do a cone, actually. A visible
Okay.
cone. I think that's something they allow now. Let's see, if not, I can just have them emit light. That'll be directional light. That's what I want. Cone. Boop. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I will make it a color so that we can see it.
Brightened up in here. Oop.
Just the whole
That's-
screen is red now.
That's not a cone. I mean, it's half of a cone, but it's not what I wanted. Directional light. 20. Oh, yes, there we go. 90. Save. There we go.
There's this.
That's... Oh, not there. Just point in a proper direction, you fool. There we go. Boop. There we go.
The screen is just still all red for me. Let me refresh.
I got the cone on mine. It's looking good.
Uh-oh. A bee holder, yes.
Beholder.
Oh, like a buzz. Like a honeybee holder.
Okay. So I moved. I'm gonna command my echo to move to charge into it,
Okay.
Not the bees!
and I'm gonna make him do his 3 attacks with his two-hander.
I have a
Alrighty.
quick question.
Yes.
If
What?
I'm in that cone, my light is out, right? So I have no vision.
That is correct.
What type of cone did it do to knock out your light?
It has an anti-magic cone.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, does that knock out your shadow too?
Shadow magic.
Echo is magical.
Then
Uh-oh.
yes, your shadow.
Crap.
Gotta summon where he's not looking.
What would you like to do, Fi?
Well, I gotta save the squishies, so he's gonna go charge straight into the face.
Okay.
I got the movement for it from my starting place. I can run
Yep.
35 feet.
All right.
So,
Give it a go.
he's gonna go in and hang on a sec. I was looking at my second abilities. I gotta change here. I'm reading. Sorry, one sec.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm just gonna do 3 attacks to its face.
Do it.
So the first one was a 15. I'll count what I rolled earlier. Second one's a
15
6.
does not
15.
hit.
16.
Does not hit.
Come on, 5. Roll better. Oh, you twerp. 16.
16. Unfortunately,
Oh,
the
5.
beholder manages
Idiot.
to dodge your nimble blows. And after your turn, it's going to do a legendary action to point an eye stalk at you. It rolls a 2. Can I have you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
On save. Finally rolls good. 24.
You are not paralyzed.
Good.
Congratulations.
Do I take any damage?
No,
Okay.
you did not get a damaging eye ray.
Whew.
Major con save. Thornbark Dung, what would you like to do?
I will move out of this horrible eye area
Mhm.
because I don't like it. And I shall rage and enlarge myself. Yes.
Okay, also, I noticed something. It cannot eye ray inside of its own anti-magic field of cone. So, we're all good. Everyone made
figured-
their saves, but yes, there we go. You
Yeah.
rage, you get big.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. After your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. To point an eye stalk at you, because it actually can. I'll still have it used its last one, but let's see. Roll 1d10. What you get on the 3? Ooh, could you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Uh-oh.
Please be wise. Please be
You
wise. Please.
are frightened of the beholder. For 1 minute. But you can try to make the save again on your next turn. Wait, you're raging. I don't think you can be feared.
Wait, hold on.
Sounds right. Immune to fear.
Check that.
Does sound correct.
Or resistant, maybe? Could be wrong.
No, I think it can still be feared.
Because I know there's at one point a barbarian does get.
You're raging, but
Immunity?
you're scared of waging.
I think that might be a particular type.
Particular type. Alright. Then in that case, you're free. You are mighty afeared.
Ah!
Beholder.
Ah!
And it is now the beholder's turn. Ooh, does he want to keep up his anti-magic field, or does he want to shoot a shit ton of eyeballs? I think he wants to shoot a shit ton of eyeballs. I haven't played with the beholder in forever, so he will turn off his magic cone for this round. Just
Come at me,
pretend it's
bruh.
not there. I'll change the color so that we know it's not, because that's easier than resetting it up. So when it's gray, it's okay. He's going to shoot at the other 3 of you. This one's for Fi. This one's for Val. And this one's for Bryce. 10. Alright, so 9. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Fi.
Okay. Nat 20 for
You
24.
do not get the disintegration ray.
Ah!
Could I have Val please make me a strength saving throw?
22.
You do not get telekinesis. And lastly, I need Arcanist Bryce Delmora to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20 for 24.
You do not get death raid. Look at y'all, a bunch of badasses making all of your throws. And that's his turn. So now he is a little scared because it's now Val's turn and none of his eye rays did anything.
Ah!
I have another question real quick.
Yes.
Since the anti-magic is off, does my light automatically come back or do I have to recast it?
It's basically an anti-magic. It's suppressed, so it comes back.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
You're like a visual cue that the magic field is off.
Yes, basically. The light's back
Well-
on. Bing.
Bonus action,
Yes.
steady aim,
Yes.
sharpshooter,
Mm-hmm.
time to give some pain.
All right.
23 and
Yes.
26. 26 is that.
Those will both hit.
Okay. First is 21 piercing.
All right.
And 2 force.
Okie dokie.
Second round of sharpshooter. 21. 21.
All right. Beautiful.
Okay. So that's going to be 20 piercing.
Okay.
And 2 force.
Alrighty.
And I'm taking the chance on the last one. Oh, that's not a good first shot. That's a 14.
That will miss.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. There you go.
All right. So damage is 20. And 2d8s. And this is the bonuses. Oh, I forgot to. 47 sneak attack and dread ambusher and 10 force.
This beholder is not happy with you.
And that's my turn because I can't move.
And he will use a legendary action to shoot an eye ray at you because that made him very
You know, I figured after that I would get eye rays.
Could you make me a strength saving throw? It keeps getting this telekinetic ray. Roll something exciting.
23.
You are not telekinesis.
Excellent.
Arcanist Bryce Delmora, what would you like to do? This beholder looks bloodied.
I am going to... Do I want to use that right now?
I don't know. Do you? I say yes. I think you should do it. Just fucking go for it.
Yeah, but then I might not have it for later. I'm gonna do a 5th level magic missile
Okay.
with this guy. So that is a total of 7d4 plus 1 for each.
Yes. Start with 3, and then you get 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level, 5th level. Yeah, 7.
7. Okay.
7d4 plus 7.
So 27 force damage.
Oof! Does not like that. Not a fan. That beholder.
And that's my turn.
He's gonna use a legendary action to shoot an ice dog at you because that made him very unhappy. And if it's a 6, I'm re-rolling it because that's just not exciting. It's a 9.
That's fair.
Could you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
That's a 9.
That's so exciting. Okay. You're going to take 36 force damage as the disintegration ray hits you. Does it reduce you to 0 hit points?
It does not.
That's
I'm
really good.
Getting a little fucking close though.
All right. Fightar.
Okay. Anti-magic ray is off, so bonus action summon my bestie
Okay.
right there.
Sure. Yoop.
Time to slam this sucker with some hits. So I was going to do another Unleash Incarnation, so
Sure.
the Echo will have 4th attack.
Do it.
That's my last one. They're all burned up now. I get 3 of those.
Okay.
So I'm going to summon that Echo bonus action, then he's going to take all 4 attack actions. I'm trying to pinwheel this dang thing around and smack it 4 times. So first one to hit. Good grief. Really? 17?
Nope.
Come on, 5. 14.
Nope.
26.
Yes.
18.
An 18 just hits.
Okay,
This is
so I
the
can at
magic
least roll
number.
for 2 of those. Gosh,
Yes.
worthless. 19 damage. I'm refreshing. This is annoying
19
me.
damage for both of them.
19 damage total. It
Total.
was 8
Beautiful.
and 11.
Yes, wonderful. And that's your turn?
Yeah. I think that's all I can do for now.
He's gonna use his last legendary action till it's his turn again to shoot an irate at you, Fi. Because it hurt. 7. Oh. This irate won't work on you. You're an elf. The sleep ray.
Yay!
Elves can't magically be put to sleep.
Oh, cool. Glad you knew that, because I didn't know that.
Has no effect on constructs and undead, but it also doesn't work on elves, because elves can't be magically put to sleep. So, that's its thing. Thornbark Dung, you can make it. You're scared of it. You can make a wisdom save at the end of your turn to try to end it. You can't get closer. Your attacks will be at disadvantage.
I can only fear him if I can sense him.
That's true. If you can't see him,
Yeah.
you can't be
So-
afraid.
I will put in earplugs
Okay.
and close my eyes,
Okay.
and I'll start swinging around randomly.
Okay, I love it. You run forward and start swinging around randomly. Could you make your attack rolls, and we're gonna roll a d2 with each of them,
Okay.
because Fi is standing right next to it. So we're gonna 1 it's Fi, 2 it's the
Okay.
beholder.
Like, I would say this is probably a reckless attack.
Okay.
I mean, this seems like a reckless action.
I love it. Yes. So it's not a nat 1. I love it. Yep. Let's see, 17. It hits the beholder. And I don't think a 17 hits Fi or the beholder. So.
No hit.
So the beholder is going to take. How do you want to kill this beholder, Dung?
Thank
With
you.
your eyes closed and your ears plugged.
I just keep chopping.
You just keep chopping. It gets like the axe whiffs
No,
really close to your face, Fi, but it hits the beholder.
the whole time I'm crying.
Fi lets out a scream as you watch the slow motion as it goes by. Thord, call it a little closer, buddy. It's jacking into it. Gore going everywhere, I'm sure. Bryce, you alive?
I'm alive.
How you
Okay.
doing over there?
Not great,
Look,
but I'm fine for the moment, I suppose.
we got a key. I don't want to be that guy, but I have a funny feeling this is gonna be like the other room, and more are gonna drop from the ceiling. I feel like we should get moving. Maybe
I
if we could
walk
stop
over.
near the
I
ladder.
walk over to Bryce and I tap her on the shoulder and give her 17 HP.
Thank you.
Second level cure wounds.
Thinking maybe we should move though, and we could rest by the ladder if y'all want to take a short break over there.
Well, yeah, grab the key and let's make our way.
Still
It's
have.
terrifying me.
Yeah, I think Thorn already has the key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's still got his eyes closed.
I'm not
Thorn?
going over. Not while he's
I'll
swinging
get
the
him. I'll
last.
get him.
Thorn,
I'm gonna try and stealth and sneak up behind him.
Sure. Stealth checks.
All right.
Thorn, what's your passive perception?
I mean, probably less with, being blinded and deafened.
Just curious.
Currently 15 perception.
What's your
I
stealth?
rolled a 34.
Yeah, you don't hear Val coming up behind you.
So I come up behind him, and I'll use sleight of hand to pull out one of the earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's dead.
What's dead?
The thing you were scared of. It's okay.
Just kind of slowly open
There's
one
just
eye.
a corpse in front of you. Dead beholder.
Good! Exactly as I intended.
Good job. You killed it.
I am.
It's all you, man. Dung, you're awesome. Celebratory ham. Way to go, buddy. Now, let's head to the north.
Done for you.
Not yet. None for me. I didn't do anything that fight. It's fine. You saved the day.
To the door.
Get out of here. I feel like more are going to drop from the ceiling.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Is that a glitch? What is
There's
that?
apparently
That's not a
another-
glitch.
Oh, there's another one.
Hasn't seemed to notice you yet.
Freezing tracks. That's what we do.
You want me to? I draw my bow.
Okay. Thorn's just booking it to the.
I mean, we can kind of go around if we try. We can go this way.
Let's go to the left. Bryce, keep up.
Give me stealth checks.
There's no way they're possibly not a beholder.
If they're okay, are they all right next to me when we start this?
I think Thorn's ahead, but everyone else can be around you.
Okay, I'm going to use my last second level to cast Pass Without a Trace. I just tap everyone right then and there, so you get plus
10
10.
to your stealth checks. Okay.
That'd be a 31 then.
Right,
20,
super stealthy.
But
29.
I also have a light on me, so
Sneak.
We'll see. It's not facing your direction at the moment. They just happen to be looking all the other way.
Maybe it's
They
eyes
hear
are
a
shut.
noise elsewhere at this exact moment.
Ah,
44.
Yeah, you are the knight.
Huh.
Moving around this way.
Oh.
Lead us onward.
But it doesn't hear any of you three in the back.
Oh, it heard. Dung.
Okay, where are we going, Val?
Well, I
I
think
pretend to
it's
be a statue.
it's going
He
after
poses
Thorn.
a statue. You are a Durgar. You do look a little bit more. Give me a performance or a deception check. I'm here for it.
Both at 0. All right, here we go. Deception. Go.
Nat 1.
I am a dancing statue.
He's gonna shoot an iris at you.
I would expect that. Yeah.
It's gonna shoot all of its iris at you.
Uh-oh.
Because it doesn't see anyone else. This
When-
is
Shoot.
Older. The beholder. Who
I know-
rolled
I knew he'd come.
shockingly well on initiative earlier today. For beholder.
Keeping the same initiative.
Yes, I think so.
Damn it.
So, we're gonna see what lucky numbers you get. 2, 4, and 1. Could you roll me a Constitution saving throw, Dung?
I can do that. Boop. 14. Not good.
14. You are paralyzed. Which means that you fail your dex save automatically, which means you're slowed. But you can give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's something that. No, I don't think I have anything that gives me con save. Nope. Okay.
And a wisdom save, please. And you're charmed. This is the nicest beholder you've ever met in your life. It's gonna be
The
best
only
friends.
second one, and you are the best. Definitely. You're the greatest.
Alright.
Nice beholder.
Okie dokie. We're to start with that.
Oh, so he's
Fine.
going to get another turn?
We'll go Val. We'll go Val.
Mm-hmm.
Because Thorn's paralyzed and charmed. Val, you see this happen. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna look back over my shoulder. I'm like, I think it just got dung. We're gonna have to fight. You guys okay?
Bryce, stay back.
Okay, you guys spread
I
away
always
from
do.
me. Don't I'll try and draw his ire, and you guys get out of the eye. So go the other direction. All right, like go left. I'll do what I can. And bonus action, sharpshooter, all the fun stuff. This start of combat, so there'll be 3 attacks.
Yep.
Okay, that's a 19.
Yep. And you're doing all these with advantage, right?
Yeah, doing it with advantage.
Yep. 19 will hit.
And taking off 5 points. And so that's gonna be 22 piercing.
Woo.
And 6 force on the first.
Nice.
Okay, not nearly as good. Natural 20.
Woo! You have all the natural 20s tonight.
I know, I'm
dude.
taking all the good rolls from everyone else, and I feel bad. 21 piercing, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2d8s. And 50 sneak attack, piercing, and dread ambusher.
This beholder looks bloodied.
Okay, and then the last run, okay, that one isn't a good roll. Oh, I might have missed with this one. Yep, that's a 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Arcanist Bryce Delmora, what would you like to do? You've got a bloodied beholder who shot a bunch of lasers at
And Val told you go left.
Yeah.
You have action, movement, bonus action, and free action.
How far away is it? 45 feet? Okay. I will... Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm gonna cast a spell I've never cast before.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna cast Vitrolic Sphere.
Ooh, okay.
So I point at a location within range and a glowing 1-foot diameter ball of emerald acid, blah, 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 blah. It's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
I don't think, I can't actually see dung, so I don't think that will hit him. But if I can place it where it'll hit the beholder.
Yes. I'll just put a radius around the beholder. Let's see. Radius. You said 20-foot radius?
20-foot radius. Yeah, radius sphere.
Yep.
Okay. And it needs to make...
Yes.
Needs to make a dexterity saving throw. My DC is 18.
Alright, dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There's your big thing acid. It is not particularly dexterous. Not as dexterous as a gelatinous cube. I'll tell you that much. Not. 4.
Okay, so that is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
So this turn it will take 25 acid damage.
Ooh.
And then it will take another 5d4 at the end of its next turn.
Beautiful.
As well. So I did that there, that spell. And then he told me to move, so I'm gonna go. Where am I? Right there. I'm gonna go over here. He told me to go left. So I'm gonna go here. And that's my turn.
Beholder got shot and acided. Didn't like that, so it's gonna use a legendary action to turn an eye stalk around and shoot at the nearest thing, which is Val. Because, ow, just got shot and acided. Oh, could you make me a wisdom saving throw, Val?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
21.
You are not charmed by the beholder.
Good.
Vitar! There's a bunch of acid in front of you now.
Yeah.
it looks like it's doing some good work on the beholder.
That's why I'm almost thinking I don't want to put my little echo guy in there because I'm pretty sure the ass would have hit him, magical or not.
Yes.
As a point, they don't have to be on the ground because they don't exist. It can be in the air.
Can they?
Yes.
Like I can make it float?
It's not flying. It just exists there. It's a shadow. It doesn't have to be. It's not
Ooh.
bound by the ground.
Can I use that then to maneuver it above the acid to attack?
Yeah, you could make it. You could put it right next to the beholder because he's floating too, kind of.
Okay. Well, I will try that then. I'm going to put my shadow because he can move same as me, 35 feet.
It's a sphere, right? Which means it goes up and down.
Ooh.
Oh, is it?
It's
It's
called
just a floating
vitrolic
ball of acid?
sphere.
It's a sphere, but it doesn't say anything about. It just says each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. So my
I think
assumption
it's
is if
way
you,
cooler for it to be a sphere.
yeah. If
Oh,
I think
like
if
a
it's
you
a
floating
enter
globe
it,
of
sphere of
acid.
acid?
Yeah,
sitting.
it's-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
freaking
Isn't
awesome.
that's pretty cool.
that's what
Yeah.
that's what
Well,
I
hell,
always
then that-
pictured it as.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell, I'll just...
It's not like
It's literally like
cleric.
just a big.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so at that point, then I'm just going to do crossbow attacks out, and I'm going to let the acid do its work, unless
Do it.
the acid would dissolve the arrows,
I think the arrows have enough momentum to hit before getting dissolved in
Mhm.
the acid.
go through before rotting. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
going to do like a volley fire then. I'm going to move up a step. I'm going to do 2 crossbow attacks. My shadow's going to do 1. So 2
Okay.
attack actions. Pew,
Beautiful.
pew, pew. I shoot 1, he shoots 1, reload, shoot 1, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, 15 for the first one.
Nope.
27 for my shadow,
Yes.
and 22 for me.
Yes.
Okay, so first damage for the shadow is 10. Damage for me, 10. So 20 damage total, piercing.
He ain't happy.
Good job on the acid!
He's gonna use his last legendary action this turn to shoot an ice stock at you. However, it doesn't know if it should shoot at you or your shadow, so it's going to roll a d2. If it's 1, it's you. If it's 2, it's your shadow. Shoot
Okay.
at your shadow.
If it's a
Dex-
area... Oh, go ahead.
Dex saving throw, please.
Dex save, okay. Um, 15.
It does not make it. It gets the disintegration ray.
Vaporized echo.
Yep.
I'm going to use reclaim potential another turn.
Ugh.
I'm going to get 2d6 health from it.
There's like an indent in the ground where your shadow used to be.
Okay. I'm getting 2d6 plus 3 health off of it, so I'm getting 10 health off as
Very
well.
nice. I'll just move him.
Alright.
Okay. It's the beholder's turn, and he takes how much damage at the start of his turn?
At the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn. Oh, well, he does not like all of this acid. So he's going to turn his anti-magic cone on. Just try to suppress it. Come back, thingy-majigger. Worm. And he's gonna move. Not very fast. 5, 10, 15, 20. I know the cone's moving with him, but pretend it's not. He's just at the edge of it. And he turns his anti-magic cone this way. Which means he can't shoot you guys. That's just. But you also won't get as much magic against him. You know, he's gonna shoot it. He's gonna put his cone there. Just because he doesn't know it's coming. And he's gonna shoot an eye ray at you two down there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna roll eye rays. One of you gets 2 and one of you gets 1. So, well, I
Whatever you
guess-
want.
I think Val's in the most hurt, so he's gonna try to get Val twice.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Does that not suppress the charm?
It, you know what? I think it does. I think you're not charmed anymore.
Okay.
10, 2. C7. It's a sleep ray on Phytar again. You're immune. But I do need a con save and a dex save.
Okay.
From
Con
Val.
save first.
None of that from Phi?
Nope.
Just making
It's
sure.
the
Okay.
sleep ray. It can't put you
Okay.
to sleep.
22 on the
You are
con
not.
save.
You are not paralyzed.
Okay, good. And what was the other one?
Dex save.
Okay. 24.
You do not get the death ray.
Oh, good. Good. That was a 2 not to get.
Thornbark Dung, you are no longer afraid, charmed, or paralyzed.
So is rush towards him.
Wait, he gets his acid now.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
he gets the
How much
acid
acid?
damage. I rolled 13.
He looks mighty unhappy.
That's it.
Thorn.
I rush this way, weapons drawn, getting to the edge and being recharmed. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go this way, and I think I'll try the door. I'll climb up the ladder. Go here.
I love that image. Ah! Oh. And you put your key in the door. It opens.
All right.
Do you want to know what you see inside?
I would love to, yes.
Another beholder.
No. This room appears to be about 40 square feet with a 10-foot ceiling. And I'll play you the music I have for this room. This room appears to be devoid of all furniture, but does house a dozen or so small, fluffy white creatures that bleat around the room. They're sheep that are about the size of rabbits.
Little rabbit sheep.
Little rabbit sheep.
Do they have little tiny wool coats?
It's for better. I
Tiny wool coats. It's very peaceful, relaxing.
I hope there's not
They have a-
meat-eating
they have a-
rabbit sheep.
They have a tiny fence that some of them are jumping over.
I'm here. I go to
All
sleep.
right. It's very relaxing. A couple cuddle up next to you, help put you to sleep. One you can use as a pillow.
Thank you.
And then Valentin the Faceless. You see the door open ahead of you.
Okay.
Soft, warm light emanating from it.
Bonus action. All that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, getting tired.
No, you're fine. I know. I didn't expect this.
Sharpshooter. Yeah, sharpshooter. That's what I'm doing. Okay, that's a 25 and 25 for 22 piercing.
How do you kill it?
With a lot of sneak attack damage.
With a lot of sneak attack damage. That's an excellent answer.
Well, wow, not very good. 18 sneak attack damage.
It's dead.
Okay. I see the door open. I'm tired of getting eye stalks at me. I just like thunk, let it die. And like, Dung's got the door open. I don't know where he's going. I just kill it. Don't care.
All right. You kill it. Thumps to the floor. Slowly starts falling away. Do you all go up towards the door?
Yeah, I'm getting out of this madhouse.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
You
I
go
can't
inside
see.
the room, and you see tiny, fluffy, friendly little sheep.
Sheep bunnies.
The size of bunnies. They just...
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Do we see anything
Thor,
else?
get out.
It's perfectly fine.
No furniture. It's just... It's warm. Warm in here. Cozy. Not too warm. Just cozy. There's wooden paneled walls. It's very comfortable in here.
All
What do we
right.
do now? Put the key in the sheep?
The key opened at the door.
Okay.
And-
I
Yes?
stealth and go back outside and start looking in other directions. I have a 25.
Okay.
Already found where we need to be.
Bryce
Bryce-
is gonna sit down
Do you sit down
And
inside the
just-
room with the sheep?
Yeah. Just-
Okay.
I'm
A
gonna sit.
couple like jump up to you, and some of them nudge the fence over and start hopping over it in front of you. You could count them if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess I'll start counting some sheep. Maybe fall asleep. This is gonna be great.
Val, you sneak around outside.
Yeah, I'm just sneaking around. I'm looking at everything. I'm trying to see, I'm looking at anything and everything, trying to perceive if there's anything around.
You can give me a perception check. You don't notice anything spectacular with your passive perception, other than, those charred corpses near the beginning.
15 with regular
15?
roll.
You look up into that very dark sky with a few pinpricks of light, and you see new beholders descending.
I go into the room
Go into the room.
and close the door.
It melts away behind you.
There's beholders coming from the sky.
Great. I'm staying in here with the sheep.
Well, the door's gone now, so we're kind of stuck here with the sheep.
I'm
Cool.
It doesn't sound like a bad time.
What was that, Thorn? You're sleepy?
sheepy.
We need to look around here. There's got to be another way out of this room.
I will help Val look.
Right, you look. There does not appear to be any doors, windows, attic spaces, crawl spaces,
Keyholes.
no keyholes.
So we're just in a room with rabbit sheep.
A tiny little sheep.
Little bunny sheep.
Little bunny sheep. Sheep the size
I always-
of bunnies.
If I looks around the room at everybody, I always knew this is how we were going to die.
This is how we die. All right. Well, might as well sleep our way to death.
And
Sleepy time.
as you all settle down to count some sheep, snuggle some sheep, you end your journey for tonight in the room of rest, the 7th level of the tower. And that is where we'll end it. Sorry we ran long. I didn't expect so many gelatinous cubes to be needed. And for the beholders to cause you such trouble. So, let's go around, let's say who we are, where we can find you, and your favorite moments from tonight's game. Let's start with Val. How is tonight for you? How are you enjoying your fluffy little sheep? Friends.
I'm not enjoying fluffy little sheep. I don't like sheep to creep me out.
Oh,
They're all
no.
fluffy and they smell funny, and you wear them. Like, it's really weird. I don't understand. It's great. But hey, me being valid in the faces, I'm played by Deception Check. You can find him here on Mondays when he's the DM for the new batch. Mondays in Alexandria new batch. You can find him here playing me, Val Dan the Faceless, on nights like this, and on Saturdays occasionally when producer Travis is with us, and he's playing Hank Granger. Kind of sounds a little bit like me, but isn't quite as happy. So that's a completely different thing. Favorite part, I think we both agree that favorite part was killing everything. Killing everything was great. Lots of crits. Sad part, taking everything from everybody else. Nobody else got to hit a damn thing because I stole all the good rolls, and I feel really bad. And that means next week I'm not going to hit the broadside of a barn. So I'm hoping that it bears out like that. Also, Thornbark Dung killing the beholder blindfolded and ears plugged. That was probably a good part too. So thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Fightar. How was tonight for you and your shadow?
Good. Getting tired, but it was good. I like the ending with the sheepy sheep. That was a lot of combat. Damn gelatinous cubes, and damn my party mates, or 5 dams as party mates were trying to kill them with everything, with freezing columns, strong winds, gelatinous cubes falling from the ceiling, and now we're going to be killed by bunnies. You always knew
Sheep.
it would end this way.
Sheep.
Bunny sheep. Sheep bunnies?
They're just
Bunny
the
sheep?
size of bunnies. They're
Oh,
sheepish
just
big.
little sheep. Okay, so
They're
sheep
big.
bunnies. Yeah, the tiny sheep.
Tiny
We're gonna be
little
cuddled to death. What a way to go! So that was good.
Suffocated
I'm
in
here
your
Monday,
sleep.
Tuesdays.
Oh.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thornbark Dung, how are you enjoying your sheep? How was tonight for you?
Yes. It was quite fun. I'm D20 coup de grace. You can find me playing here Mondays, Tuesdays, and sometimes on Saturdays for Aliens game. And you can find me playing on my channel virtually every day for several hours a day. Let's see. My favorite part was probably when Bryce flicked the joystick and threw Fi across the room. That was pretty funny. I mean, I've enjoyed the whole tower and can't wait to see the rest of it.
Wonderful, I'm so glad. And of course, last but certainly not least, Arcanist Bryce Delmora.
That's me. I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Bryce Delmora, the human wizard who had some really bad rolls tonight, and it was not good. It was not good. But I had a blast. My favorite part was just a fuck ton of gelatinous cubes just dropping from the ceiling. I can imagine the sounds, and I hate it. And it's great. It's great. I love this game. You can find me here on Mondays and Tuesdays playing in our various Dungeons and Dragons games, as well as here tomorrow night playing in our Good Society game. It's very dramatic, very, crazy shit has happened. There were vampires. Someone got stabbed. Very important. Someone got stabbed. It's great. It's a blast. You can also find me here on the occasional Saturday when we play Aliens as well. And I'm very excited to see what this heart actually is. I'm ready to get there.
Are you ready? Cause
yeah,
it'll be soon. I mean, probably not next week, but soon. I'm very excited. So my favorite parts was push the button. Oh, like 4 more times? Da 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 da. It was just so great. And also, just y'all looking at the levers going, well, boop, joystick. Like, just the sliding across the floor. I was like, I hope some people are down on the floor when they get up there. I was just like, oh, man. And Thorn, Mark Dung, using the levers to fucking nuke some gelatinous cubes repeatedly with ice and keep them frozen. That was very clever. I also liked y'all getting to the door puzzle and, like, immediately saying the solution. Like, oh, 2 and 5 is 7, and 6 and 1 is 7, 3 and 4 is 7, but not going through the door simultaneously. And just through theorizing. That was fun. I was like, you have it. You're so close. But it didn't take y'all long. And, the Room of Rest. I read that and I was like, man, tiny sheep. With the history on this channel, they're gonna think that I made this up, but I swear it's in the module. They're gonna be like, this is the most Lindy bullshit, but it's the module's bullshit. I just happen to enjoy it greatly.
Are they tiny endangered lake sheep?
I thought about making them tiny endangered lake sheep, but I think they're a whole new variety of sheep that's just tiny sheep.
And nothing's throwing them, right?
Nothing's throwing them. No. These are Greyhawk mini sheep. They're a thing now. And you'd expect to see them later. Not in this dungeon, but, like, later. As I was like, that sounds fucking adorable, and I'm here for it. So, you can find us here next week, tomorrow night, for our Good Society game, which I'm very excited about because, due to some technical difficulties and illness on certain people's parts, we did not play last week, but we will be back tomorrow with Good Society, and then, of course, yes, little pygmy sheep. I'm sorry, I love that name. Sheep. I just want one. Next Monday, you'll find us for more, the new batch. More of the new batch. It'll be very exciting. We got a glimpse at some of their lives. We finished making deliveries, and I can't wait to see what's next. My character had a nightmare. Is gonna draw it out in some crayons. It'll be fine. And of course, more of the tower here. While they quest for the heart, they are getting close. I am so excited. I can barely keep it all contained. So thank you all so much for playing and watching. And thank you all for just having a lovely, lovely evening and for staying late. And I will see you all later. Fun, play games.